And we are back with another session of the Scale of Fate. Uh, Previously for you all, you spent some time in uh, the city or the town of Springfield. Yeah, Springfield. Waking up the next morning after some shenanigans that you'd pulled the day before, seeing a pair of individuals standing under a recently deformed corpse, something that Errol was quite familiar with. From which you all ended up, or some of you ended up going and speaking with, learning a bit of information about uh, things that are happening, as well as handing off a bit of information about this disease that one of you currently possesses within a vial. Um,
Me.
and after speaking with them, gathering your things, also buying a cart with a pair of horses, you all began to follow a feeling Andraka had towards the northwest, towards the city of Danskar. Along the way, encountering three nightmarish creatures, two of which were a familiar sight to all of you, as you'd seen Andraka become this creature once before. The other, simply a pile of just assorted bones, one could say. Um, and after fighting them, losing both of your horses in the process, and nearly losing Cal, um, you all continued to trek and managed to make it to Danskar, where you had come across a group of mercenaries and guards standing at the entrance of an alleyway with a very finely dressed tabaxi individual who was very upset about the cart that was within the alleyway that seemed to be producing a horrifying aura and producing a dark mist that was surrounding it. Where we left off, most of you were approaching the cart. Two of you were not. Those two being Errol and Leo. So we'll pick up
Yes.
from
Oh,
here.
I was robbing them. I was robbing the guards at the time.
Okay, so now are you coming to the cart now?
Yeah, I actually before heading to the car, I was standing next to the tabaxi. I was trying to inspect to see if any of his like belongings and all of that had wards on them to prevent thieves.
Roll me an investigation check.
Investigation. Come on, I chose to have proficiency in this. I got a 10.
You can't tell if they're warded or not. There's a few you can see these runes on them that look to be handcrafted. Though you don't exactly, you can't tell if they have any kind of wardings against someone attempting to take said items.
No, I'm not gonna risk it. I'm just gonna head towards the cart.
Okay.
I'll join everyone else.
You all head towards the cart. Magnus stopping a few feet from it, kind of grabbing his head a little bit and kind of refusing to go closer to the cart, as if something is keeping him from getting closer.
He's
Ooh,
scared.
it's spooky.
If anything, he seems more pissed off than anything else that he can't seem to bring himself to get closer.
And that's crazy, bro, but he's scared.
He's scared.
I'm gonna whistle for Toothless to come if he's already not following me.
He's behind you. He's tucking his tail, but he's definitely behind you. Ears down, tail tucked. Clearly looks scared, but you know, it is what it is.
So, Andraka, do you know what this is?
Good talk.
Are they with me? I mean, I was
Yeah,
pretty much
they're
ahead of everyone.
yeah, they're walking behind you. They would have caught up to you by this point.
Oh. I mean, I'm just gonna keep walking. I'm not saying anything.
Man of many words, I see.
Really talks anyway.
I'm gonna steal it.
Steal his voice?
No, the cart.
Oh, gonna take the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm sizing the cart up and seeing if I could strap Toothless to it.
And Draka, actually, everyone, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Wait, I wasn't moving towards the cart. Do I still need to?
You're just staying back?
Yeah.
Then you don't,
Let-
but everyone else
letting
does.
them, letting them do what they want to do. I'll watch from a safe distance.
I only rolled a 6.
You rolled a 6. Okay.
Got 23. Do I need a roll for Toothless?
Yes, Toothless needs to be rolled as well.
Holy shit, Toothless got a nat 20. My
It's one of
man.
those things where
Yeah.
they hung for
And
an
Draka, you as
uncomfortable amount
well?
of time on an
3.
18 and then flipped
3?
over to 5.
And Draka, you find yourself almost petrified in front of this door. You can't seem to move for a moment. Your whole body goes rigid. Journey doing the same behind you. As the two of you you seem stuck. You try to push yourself forward, and it just doesn't seem to work.
Uh-oh.
Is it just Toothless and I?
The two of you, well, no, Galnora and Cal seem to almost stagger step for a moment, as if hesitantly, and then kind of move up to the two of you and kind of stop by your sides.
I'm gonna gesture for Toothless to stay with Cal, and then I'm gonna keep going towards the cart.
No, you guys are at the cart. Like, you are within, like, a few feet of the cart.
Oh, okay. Can I get a more detail of what the cart looks like?
So the cart itself, it's a very, very nice cart on the outside, or at least it used to be, based on what you can tell. Both wheels have been what look to be broken and parts of them melted. The frame around the doorway seems to have a black kind of film on it that almost seems to be eating at the wood, but isn't eating too deep. There's a kind of almost a tar-like scent coming from the inside, almost this oily, like decayed scent of some sort. And the smell itself, as you get closer, seems to almost give you a bit of a headache. The other parts of the cart don't look to be as affected by whatever this film is. The cart, you can see on the side of it, what is the place called? You see on the side of it, you do see a sign that does say Reginald's Rare and Wondrous Wares. The sign partially eaten at around the name specifically. And the front of the cart itself having a broken seat that looks to be where one would sit while directing a horse as it pulls this cart. Except for there is no horse.
Is there still an inside, or is the
You-
damage done to the cart collapsed it?
You only see the doorway leading inside. There are no other indications of how to get inside.
Okay. Can I try to touch the film?
Yes.
Just touch the cart. All right. Same thing happen.
So you touch this film. It burns a little bit. It's like a tingling burning, almost as if it's acidic in nature. But it doesn't burn you enough to kind of eat at the skin. It burns away some of the feathers around the tip of your finger, but it does
Well, I
not.
got the armor on.
Oh,
I
you got
guess
the armor.
it's
Well,
it's like sizzling on
yeah,
the
it would be
armor.
sizzling on the armor. It's not eating into the armor by any means because your armor's magical, but it is like it has an indication of like trying to. It's definitely shining the armor in that spot because it's eating any grime that was on it.
I'm gonna
They should bottle and sell that stuff.
Errol's just gonna look up at you, smirk. I'm gonna turn back, I guess, towards the crowd. Is that what the merchant is still?
Yeah, he's still standing there, kind of watching you all very closely.
I'm just gonna go, Oi, are you Reginald?
That is I. Yes.
Yeah, your cart's fucked. You might want to burn it.
He frowns.
You mind if I go inside? Do you have any booby traps set up or wards I should be aware of?
There's nothing in there that of mine. I don't think that's still intact.
Errol's just gonna give him the thumbs up. I'll look back at the technically, yeah, the three others who came with. So, yes, Cal and is it Galmora? Is that her name?
Yep.
I'll look back at Journey and Andraka and go, "Are you guys coming?"
By this point, you two have both gotten over this perpetual fear that kind of froze you in place. You are shaken, both of you actually visibly shaking without realizing it. But you are able to move once more towards this cart. I'm assuming
Yeah,
Andraka's
Journey
just
will
going to go
catch it.
straight in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
Andraka's going
was gonna
to
say Errol's gonna do a finger gun and go breach, 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 and kick the door.
There is no door. It is a doorway. There is no door.
Oh, it's just the door frame.
Yeah,
Alright,
it's
he's
just a
just gonna
door
run
frame,
in.
and it leads into a dark space.
He's just gonna run in with the finger gun.
Before SWAT teams were invented, Errol invented the SWAT team.
Errol is the SWAT team.
Errol is the SWAT team. Okay. Leo, are you going to follow your friends as they go in, other than Magnus, who is kind of off to the side, leaning against the wall, kind of holding his head? Leo?
Leo has chosen the path of Andraka. Let's
Yes.
I'm
say.
sorry. What were you saying?
Are you
Which people came?
your friends went in are going into the cart. Magnus the only one not going in because his head's hurting and he's not able to get closer. What are you wanting to do?
I'm gonna kick whatever we're standing on, grass or dirt or whatever. Be like, man, this some bullshit, and then go into the cart.
This stupid as shit. Fuck. All right. You all push into the cart, finding yourselves in like kind of a darkened space. Ever so slight in the distance, a kind of dripping, almost cave-like dripping. Actually, I want to see if I have something for this. I don't think I do.
Ever get the feeling you're in the belly of the beast?
You ever get
We punch it.
want to punch the wall?
That's usually a good instinct in these sort of situations. Let's see if this thing is alive.
Errol's gonna start punching the wall.
It's solid.
Still gonna keep punching.
You're just gonna keep punching. All right. Yeah.
And just while I'm doing that, just damn, this bitch tough.
Damn, this bitch really can hold back. What the fuck?
Damn, this is a good wall.
Yes, this is a wall.
High quality cart.
High quality cart.
I wonder if it's dragon proof.
Okay. Is anyone else doing anything? I guess Andraka is going to continuously walking.
Yeah,
Yep.
that dark vision.
Okay. Seems I don't have
Oh,
anything for this at the
after
moment, but
Andraka.
okay. You guys keep pushing through, and even with dark vision, you can't exactly tell what the walls and the floor and the ceiling are made of. You're hearing that distant dripping, drip, drip of some substance.
I'm gonna cast what's that? I'm just gonna pull up my spells quickly.
Dancing light.
I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy.
Just make a sparkle of lights.
Yeah.
You do this, and the walls do not light up. You can see each
Okay,
other
so
better
it's-
for a moment, for a brief moment. You all see each other better, and then it dissipates, and it is back
Obviously,
to the
they
same
painted
darkness.
it in Vanta black.
I'm gonna summon my little serpent boy and ask him to go scout.
Okay. He seems to disappear, and as you guys continue to move, and he's kind of moving around as well, because you walk for a very long time. You walk for probably about 5 minutes. He does not come back. And the ring kind of, you feel the ring itself. It's not making any noise, but if it was, you could tell it would be making like a humming. And you don't know why.
That's not usually what's supposed to happen.
No,
Am I able to summon him again?
The ring seems to be fighting against you when you do this.
I'm not getting a good feeling from this, guys. Snake
I
Man
think
isn't
for
coming
how long
back.
now? Like, this car is obviously bigger on the inside. I think we should turn around.
I
I think
think
this is
we
what I was looking for. Yes.
should start a fire.
In a cave? I mean, sure, that seems like a good way to asphyxiate us.
Is asphyxiation of poison?
No.
Oh,
Well,
Errol would light up a little bit and then go off.
okay.
I'm not that intelligent, remember? I don't have that high.
I could do this. I'm immune to this thing.
Is
I'm
air
immune
poison?
to suffocation. I mean, hey, smoke is.
All right.
I guess
You push on, and after about another 3-ish minutes, the walls become visible again slowly, and you start seeing kind of these wooden floorboards, wooden walls, ceilings, almost seem to be given these supports, almost like that of like a mine shaft. These wooden supports along the edges. This kind of blackish ooze seeping up from between these floorboards and the boards of the wall, dripping all around you as you kind of move along. And as you walk to this almost tar-like substance that's dripping, a little bit gets on each of you as you're kind of going. You can feel like a slight burning from it, but nothing of too intensive pain.
Like, it's
Nothing.
an acidic
Yeah.
kind of burn, right? Okay.
And after about another minute or so of walking through this, it opens up into a large kind of space. This large wooden chamber that looks like it would resemble a shop, except for there is nothing in here. There are like racks for cloaks and different clothings. There are cabinets that look to they should be holding items. There's a few glass cases that look to have once held maybe magical items and things of that nature, but they all now seem to be empty. With one,
are the cases like broken or
there is one single one that has been broken, like the top of it has been shattered, and it is filled with a dark black substance.
Character I know who's responsible for this, who's Black Friday shoppers.
It's Black Friday shoppers. The worst enemy of all.
Errol's just gonna point at the black goo and be like, "Look, the cursed drink."
Yo.
Is
You
this
see,
a Sprite cranberry?
is that a Sprite cranberry?
Very tall man walks out from the shadows holding a can of Sprite cranberry.
A very tall man at that.
You want a bright cranberry?
You want a bright cranberry? No, anything but that.
Flashbang.
You see, Cal kind of. You hear an odd sound come from Cal, almost like a panicked whimper that just didn't quite come out all the way. You see him clenching his cards in his hand. And one of the cards he has on top, you see, is the Void card. The hole within reality, a blackened abyss of nothing that's found in the direct center of this card. And the card itself almost seems to shift in his hand as he's holding it. And he's looking
okay,
around
Cal?
nervously.
He's doing it again, Journey.
I'm
You
not
still
a
with us, buddy?
I'm not a fan of this place.
Your
Do we
card, what
leave?
does it say?
I don't know. That's the problem. But whatever's
What-
here, I believe wants nothing more than to destroy everything.
It says, what does that say? Like, the void? That's ominous.
That's also increasing my my fears at the moment.
Putting a hand out and catching like some white acid on her newly gloved hand. Journey just kind of looks at Cal and she says, I guess you could say reality is leaking.
That,
Journey, do you have a cloak on?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sorry. Continue.
Yeah, I have a cloak of many fashions.
he says that might be one way to look at it. Regardless, I'm not a fan of this place.
You
Errol's
said
just
there's
gonna-
only that one case with the black goo.
Yes.
Do I still feel the feeling?
It's not towards the case, but to a back door that is closed.
I'm gonna throw a
Yeah,
fireball at that goo.
At the goo.
Yeah.
Oh,
You-
Journey. Ooh.
You strike the goo with this fireball or firebolt.
It's a ball.
It's a ball. Oh, you're doing a full-on fireball. This is a 3rd level spell
Yeah.
you're casting. Okay.
He's dead serious.
You know what? Let's roll
He
the
really
damage.
doesn't
Let's
like
roll the
that
damage for
goo.
me. I want to see what kind of damage you produce out of this.
One of the dice is on the other, and it's just dancing.
The other dice is on the other hand. It just dancing.
29.
A 29. Okay. You strike this goo, and it almost you all see within the flames the goo itself almost becomes like it almost shoots up like a pillar within these flames, and you hear this like ghostly wail come from it before it almost seems to burn up within it, and both the platform that this case was on, the glass, and the goo are all gone when the fireball dissipates.
We
Oh,
killed
you
Venom,
got-
guys.
You got any more of those empty vials left? It might be prudent to take a sample of this sludge.
Sure. Errol's just gonna tug on your cloak and go, watch him while I do this. And I'm pointing to Toothless.
Okay. She'll
And then,
She'll
how
take a
dark
knee
is
and
this
pet him.
place?
In this room in particular, there are a few like arcane light sources that are on the ceiling that make it kind of dim in here. It's not lit by any means, but it is like it's not bright. I mean, it's not well lit. It is very dim light in here. For those of you
You're
that
saying
don't
it
have
is
dark
dim
vision,
light.
it is like difficult to see.
Alright, Errol's just gonna disappear. I'm gonna use Cloak of Shadows and go invisible. And then I'm gonna make my way over and scoop up some of the sludge in a vial.
You can do it off the wall. There is sludge on the wall and stuff like that, but the stuff that was in
Oh,
the
not from the
pillars,
case?
it's gone. It was incinerated.
Alright, yeah, I'll just scoop off some stuff on the wall. And then I'm just gonna keep running around the place.
So we know
Searching.
it burns, but if this truly is wood, we might not want to test our luck with fire.
I'm going to that back door.
Okay.
Are we in the Venom backrooms?
I'm not telling you. You approach this back door. The door itself looks to be a very nice kind of wood paneled door. You do see a bit of ooze, like this black ooze, kind of coming from underneath it in a very very slow pace. What would you like to do?
You said there's a door?
Yes, and Drac has walked up to it.
I'm gonna kick the door open, still invisible.
Okay. You kick the door. It doesn't move. Your foot kind of hurts.
Solid
but
mahogany.
use fireball, and I'm gonna just back up.
Fireball, I choose
Uh,
you.
I'm gonna test and try to open it first.
It's unlocked. By the way, the other party hates me for these bits where I will describe a
That's
door and it's
exactly why I did
99% of the
that.
time unlocked.
This is why you don't fuck with hand carved mahogany.
Does
You
it
should use fireball.
You gonna open
does
it?
it open towards us or
It opens.
away?
It looks to give towards you. You kind of give it a push and it doesn't move, but it does have a give when you kind of pull at it.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna open it and I'm gonna follow to where I'm like covered by the door.
So you're staying behind the door all the way. Okay.
Yeah. Not all the way, just like halfway.
How far is everyone
opening.
else from this door? I'm curious.
I'm
Journey's
backed up.
hanging back with Toothless.
I don't really know where I am. People were fucking speaking their asses off in my room, but they finally left. So I don't really know where I am right now.
You're probably still next to Journey and Cal and
Agreed.
Galnora. Okay. Errol, who's right in front of the door.
Stepping around the. Oh no! I said I backed up because he was going to use fireball, and then the door just opened.
Oh, you
because
backed
it
up?
was locked.
Okay. You open the door,
I backed
Andraka.
up and said use fireball.
Yeah, Andraka, you go behind the door. From behind the door, you can hear the sound of like a large mass of liquid moving. The rest of you see a almost tidal wave of this just ooze come into the room and kind of slide across the floor, kind of covering it. None of you get covered in it.
Yep.
It does get on your feet, but it does not get any further.
Ever inquisitive, Journey's going to take a ball out of her bag of holding and summon Boltian.
Okay. You do also feel that this oil is a bit warm.
Would I be able to make
Ew,
a
it's
dex check to take to the air before it covers me?
It's not going to cover you, it's just on your feet.
I just don't want it on me.
Roll a dex save. Let's see if you can do it fast enough.
Errol doesn't like slimy stuff unless it's the window. That's acceptable. A 19.
Okay, yeah, you get in the air in time. You're hovering a few feet above the tar.
Does it smell?
It smells of tar. It's like an oily smell. It's more of the oily decay type smell, so it's not great. It's not good by any means. It's like the smell of kind of like hot asphalt. If you know that smell, very kind of foul, oily scent.
Fun.
Yes.
Was I able to summon Boltian?
Yes, you can summon Boltian. He appears
Well,
and kind of gives you a bark, and then looks around, and his ears kind of fold back a little bit, and he kind of looks at you.
Well, whatever we're surrounded by doesn't cut off my connection from the Feywild. What would you? What would you say the diameter of the cart was before we entered?
Probably 5 feet by 10.
So 5 feet wide.
Yeah.
Uh,
This room is like 30, 40 feet wide.
Guys, something's not right here. I can feel it.
Boltian, dear, could you go to one of those walls and see if you can teleport about 5 feet horizontally?
He kind of gives you a nod and kind of moves over to this wall and kind of glances back for a moment and then disappears. And you wait. And you wait. And he doesn't come back.
It did.
It's poorly. Is there like a recall function, like a Pokeball?
You can dismiss him was one of the abilities with it. I think it
I'll
was.
dismiss him then.
Okay. Okay, so usually when you dismiss him, the orb itself stops glowing, the slight kind of orangish glow that it usually makes. It does not do this. It stays glowing, almost as if something
Sure,
is
what-
keeping you from keeping you from releasing him.
She's gonna look over at Arrow with a concerned look on her face because his snake also was kind of similarly affected.
Boys,
I
what do you
am
think?
invisible, but yeah.
Should I cast True
Oh.
Sight?
Yeah, Errol's just gonna yell. Does anyone have true sight?
Yeah,
Please.
should I cast it?
No, I was just asking for shits and giggles.
Fine, I won't cast it then.
Alright, I'm gonna where is he?
I'm gonna kick this man's
Need all
ass.
that sass.
All right, do you want to cast True Sight, Leo?
You know what? I've been convinced. Not because of anything they said though.
Now, are you casting it on yourself or are you casting it on someone else?
I cast it myself. Fuck everyone else. I mean, if I could do it on someone else, I would, but it's only on me, as I'm sure everyone's aware.
You saying that out loud?
No.
I'm just
Actually,
gonna land on your head.
okay, I will say that out loud.
Okay.
What do I see? First off, can I see Arrow with True Sight?
Yes, you do see Errol flying towards you.
Yay.
And looking around the cart, it's weird. Your vision almost seems split. On one side, you are seeing a nicely furnished cart. You see various magical items kind of stowed in their places, things of that nature. And on the other side, you see nothing but just a darkened cavern of sorts. This black ooze excreting from every crack and crevice of the walls. You hear you don't hear anything. You see kind of these almost humanoids just covered in this ooze that seem to be moving around, um, wailing. You don't hear them, but you do see them almost like wailing as they're sloshing around within this oil and can't seem to get too far from it. Some of them collapsing and never being seen again.
I guess you're playing the medium then.
What part of which, like, so you said one's lavish and then one's just a cave. What do we see? What did I see before using True Sight?
You saw the like the same wooden interior you're seeing on the lavish side, but you're seeing it empty. There's no magical items. There's nothing here. You're seeing this ooze coming through some of the floorboards, some of the walls, dripping in various places. It's now more on the floor because the door was opened.
So what kind of magical items do I see?
You can see like various cloaks. There's a few rings, things of that nature.
What's the
Though,
closest?
when you go
Oh.
to touch them,
Mhm.
your hand passes through as if they're not there.
In the ethereal realm, I assume. All right. What about the beings that are covered in the oil?
You can't touch them as well.
So if we're looking at Leo right now, does it look like he's like playing a VR game or something?
Yeah, you just see him
He's, like,
reaching out to
drawing at
stuff and like he's not touching anything. Like there's nothing he's reaching for, and you see him kind of moving his hand through the air.
What are you seeing there, buddy?
Lots of things. First off, there are beings in here, but like oily beings that I can't touch. And then also there's like magical items in here that I also cannot touch.
Maybe I need to see a dermatologist.
Are they in the same space? Like the oily beings are on top of the items?
He
Uh,
can't see them at the same time. They're separate in their own visions.
Saying that
Mm.
there's like what 3 planes of reality overlapping with each other here,
Essentially, is what he's witnessing.
and then on top of that, we're inside like a pocket dimension housed inside a shopping cart.
Essentially,
seems to be.
It's
I was playing.
like a turducken.
So can I see through the doorway?
you look through the doorway. You see another hallway, but similar to the one that you'd entered in on, but it is very dark within this hallway. Like, it is darker than the wooden one that you'd seen before, and there's more of this ooze than before.
I'm gonna walk in.
Okay. It is considered difficult terrain in this hallway, so you are moving at half speed. As the ooze is significantly deeper here. You find yourself as you go in this hallway kind of sink down to about your knees within this goo and begin to make your way forward. The goo itself almost like very warm, almost to the point of being like hot against your skin.
Andraka left, guys.
Of course he did. Are we foolish enough to follow?
Do you want
On
me to
top-
scout, and then I'll reveal myself? I'm just sitting on top of Leo's head.
I mean, we know what happened to the last two poor unfortunates we sent to scout ahead. I think safety in numbers might be the way to go here.
As much as I'd like not to go in, I think you're right. And this is Cal speaking to you. Galnora
well,
is
I
just
got-
kind of looking around. She looks nervous by this, but she's definitely holding a very stone cold composure doing this.
Stone Cold
Callie,
Steve Austin.
you
Pretty
have
much.
experience with magical stuff. Do you have any? Do you know heads or tails? What's going on here?
Who are you talking to?
I'm Galnora.
Galnora. Uh, she shakes her head and says, "I've never seen anything like this before. This is new."
Same here.
Well, I got an hour of visitor sight, so if we're gonna do something, let's try to keep it within that area.
Alright, Errol's just gonna shadow step his way up to Andraka.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be flying.
The rest of you following suit?
Yeah. Well, I'm not
Is
going to
the
shout stuff
door-
at Andraka, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
Is
So
the door closed again?
no, it is open. It's still open.
I'm gonna kick the door just for safe measures.
It's a really strong door.
Yeah, you show that door.
And you all continue into the depths of this place, moving through the sludge that's on the ground, except for Errol, who's just kind of flying about. And after a bit longer of moving through, Andraka, you find yourself entering a large cavernous chamber. It's not quite dome-like. It's more oblong, if anything. And you feel the sensation that's been drawing you is in the center of this room.
Do I see anything there?
You only see tar.
I would have known everyone else was following.
Yes.
I'm gonna
We're
wait
not
for
exactly
everyone
making
to
a
get here.
secret.
What are you gonna do?
Waiting for everyone else to catch up.
How tall is this room?
Roughly, probably 30-ish feet.
I'm just gonna fly up and just. Is it a circle? You said dome shape?
It's like ovular dome, if that makes sense.
I'm just gonna be flying
Like an
around.
egg.
And I'll go invisible again.
Whatever
Okay.
called you here, Andraka, I hope it's worth it.
Trying to check here who has dark vision.
Technically, I have dark
Howdy.
vision. Sight.
You have it right now, yes. Oh, so it looks like all of you have dark vision. Except for Cal. Cal can't see.
He is seeing eye tiefling.
Cal is actually going to cast Dancing Lights, and you see 4 globules of light kind of float up, kind of hovering around him in roughly like a 10-ish foot space around him, just to kind of light up the cave.
Pretty.
Is it still technically dim light in here?
It is still dim light. Around them now, it is it is well lit, but everywhere else it is dim light or dark. It is a very dark chamber. But everyone has arrived. Is there something you would like to do, Andraka?
Yeah, it's just the black tar stuff in the middle.
Yep. The whole room is black tar, so like you have a
But-
sensation that in the middle of this room is something that is calling you.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw another firebolt at the fireball at that middle.
Okay.
It's
A
25
moment.
damage.
Okay.
I didn't do anything.
You throw this firebolt.
Fireball.
Fireball. And there's it hits you once again hear that screech from before. That ghostial screech. Before you hear.
Need for that.
I said tonight was special. I've been planning this for like 2 weeks.
Why do you have to be
Errol's
so
gonna
loud?
respond with your mother.
Got him.
I need everyone to roll me initiative.
Oh, what did you do? What did you do,
This is
girl?
why we don't do your mom joke.
You angered the DM. Oh no.
This is why we can't have good things.
Journey got a dirty 12.
Okay.
He's usually a high roller.
25.
Damn, Andraka.
Uh,
Really out here showing up, everyone.
I got 23 and I'm rolling for Toothless. Toothless got 21.
Oh my god.
My boy, it's time to shine.
Okay. Leo,
Guess what I got? Just guess. Just guess.
a natural one.
1.
No, an 8.
Okay.
I think
Close.
my fucking luck is allergic to good numbers, dude.
I'm gonna roll for
Holy
Cal. Well, if it makes you feel better, Cal's after you in the initiative. So. And so is Galnora. Okay. As you say this, the oil inside of the room seems to shift. And a ball of it seems to come out of the oil itself and floats there for a moment, drips coming from underneath it before out rises from this and I'll send you guys a picture to get an idea of what you're actually seeing. Oiled you see a humanoid figure seem to float out of this orb, a long oily pike in hand. And a
What it look
blackened
like when
halo
you
around its head, with a pair of glowing eyes,
Damn
staring
it.
towards all of
Somebody
you.
took
Oh my
somebody
god, it's
took
Eddie
a
Brock.
10-foot pole and made it deadly.
Errol's just gonna yell, "You look like a bitch."
And it says,
Now that you're here, you'll experience true fear.
now Errol, Andraka, it's your turn. You go first. You're first in the
So
initiative.
edgy.
So edgy.
I ain't gonna lie, Chief. I
Absolutely.
understood none of that.
I know. That's the point,
Well,
too.
Now you will now understand true fear or some shit.
Something like that, yes.
It's fine. He has true sight.
Oh yeah, Leo. You
Yeah, what do I
see,
say?
one, you see some of your greatest fears in front of you. I don't know what Leo is afraid of, but you can see them kind of moving around this cave. You know what? Roll me a wisdom save because you have true sight. You also see this figure almost morphing, and it almost seems to be. You know those scenes in movies where it's like someone's like moving multiple, like there's different after images of them moving and like doing different things all at once. Kind of like someone going crazy, sort of thing. You see that. You see this thing moving all over the place while also just floating in the air.
Nice. I got a 4. I mean, no, 9. Sorry.
You got a 9. You are frightened.
Epic.
So put that as your one of your conditions. So Andraka, now we're on you.
How far away is it?
60 feet.
It's close. I'm gonna hit it with a cone of cold.
A cone of cold. What does it need to roll against the cone of cold?
Con save.
The Konako.
Kun. Okay. What is the check it needs to pass?
17.
17. It passes. Does it do half damage?
I assume yes. Yeah.
Okay. Roll the damage
That's
and give me half.
15.
Okay. You fire this, and the ice seems to. It's a little bit of ice seems to form on top of it. Kind of. Its outer layer. I guess you can't really call it skin because it's oil, but like outside of itself before almost seeming to be absorbed into it and disappears. It is unmoved. Is there anything else you can do?
Yes.
We must move it emotionally.
I'm gonna spend some sorcery points. Quicken spell. Shatter, yeah.
Cast shatter. Okay. I'm guessing another con save.
Yeah.
Okay. What is roll the damage for? Because I think it's half if it's a success.
19.
19. Okay. You cast this. It is still unmoved, as the noise that you produce using this spell seems to cause the body almost to ripple a little bit, but it does not move, continuing to stare specifically at you, Andraka. Errol, it's now your turn.
Is talking a free action?
Yes. Errol?
You already know what I'm about to do.
You gonna punch him?
No, even worse.
Oh, you're gonna go Wendigo.
Errol's gonna grab a small pouch. Within it is metal shavings.
Ah.
That's exactly what I was thinking. My
Errol's
man.
gonna fly down. I'm gonna throw one punch at the back of its head, and I'm using the other hand to just chuck this shavings into him.
Roll your attack.
Is it? Did I catch him by surprise?
No.
Oh, fuck. So I don't get to add sneak attack on that?
No, you do not.
Darn. Alright, well, whatever. We still punched him in the back of the head.
Okay.
Does a 19 hit?
19 does hit.
Alright, I punch him. I hit him with that 1-2 combo.
Okay.
That does 14 damage. And then I chuck the, whatchamacallit? I just throw the powder into the air.
Okay.
Like in his general direction. And then I'm going to use my
said.
bonus action to shadow step back up towards the ceiling.
You shadow step away, and you find your hand is burning. The one you punched it with. You take 6 points of fire damage and 2 acid damage, as the oil seems to almost eat at your hand as well as burn it ever so slightly.
Am I able to shout at all or yell?
Yeah, that's a free action. Yelling is a free action.
All right. I'm just gonna yell, don't make contact with him, it burns.
Some Magnus rules.
Okay.
Yeah.
The metal shavings kind of go into the air and they do sprinkle onto him. And you do see the oil almost seeming to begin eating away at the metal. It's now Toothless's turn.
Toothless is gonna take. Can he do this? Let me see. We can't make contact with him because he's all physical contact.
Maybe I should provide moral support.
Yeah, I'm gonna have him save action. Can you guard as a
Like,
action?
you're talking if he gets close, he attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can. It's preparing an action for, and your thing of triggering it is the enemy getting close.
Yeah. All right,
Yep.
I'm gonna do that. So he's just standing with Trinket.
You mean Journey?
Not Trinket. Hell, Journey. Yeah, he's standing with Journey, guarding her.
Aw, sweet pup.
Good boy.
Best boy, actually.
My good time boy.
It's
My
like-
sweet cheese.
Except for both of them.
Sweet cheese. The entity that has appeared. You watch as it rises, or it raises that pike into the air, and Journey, and Draka, Leo, and Errol all see it in your own sight turn and look at you almost simultaneously. What is everyone's AC real quick?
12.
17.
17.
Okay. And Draka, Errol, and Journey, you are all going to be hit for. Let me roll this real quick. You're going to be hit for. I rolled the wrong dice. I need this dice. You are all going to take 10 points of fire damage and 3 points of acid damage.
I have fire resistance.
So you take half the fire damage. That's why I specified them differently.
So that's what, 8 damage or whatever?
You take 5 points of fire damage. And then the 3
And
acid. Yep. So you take
so
acid.
8.
Yeah, 8 in total. Yeah.
Awesome. Fire resistance coming in handy.
And then I think it was Leo that it does not hit you.
Let's go. Interesting. Nice.
And as it does that, you all kind of see it kind of almost rapidly shake and then goes back to staring towards Indraka. It is now.
Errol,
It's Journey's
I
turn.
was gonna yell. What do you guys think this is vulnerable to?
Oh, only one way to find out, right? And she is going to cast. Is the metal visible on its?
You can see a little bit of it left. It has been eating at it though.
Okay. 7th
It's still
level.
sprinkling down around it, though, right?
No, it landed on it and it was starting to eat it.
Okay.
Okay, so she's going to cast heat metal at the 7th level.
Okay. Roll the damage for it.
Okay. So that does 40 fire damage.
40 fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And there's.
You
and
see.
Then, as my.
I was gonna say, you see this metal turn an orange color, almost causing a odd kind of pattern within its darkened, oily head. And the orange slowly begins to disappear as it continues to consume this metal. Now what are you gonna do?
Bonus action, I'm going to put up Aura Vitality.
Okay. What does that do again? Remind me.
Let's see. I guess I'll just say I'm casting it at the 4th level. And healing energy radiates from you an aura with a 30-foot radius. Until the spell ends, the aura moves with you centered on you. You can use a bonus action to cause one creature in the aura, including yourself, to regain 2d6 hit points. And that's a concentration spell.
2d6 hit points. All right.
Suppose it
So
helps frightened people as well.
they'd heal 10.
I don't think it helps frighten people, Leo. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I don't think that does anything right now because it has as a bonus action. But starting next turn, I can use that as a bonus action just to keep on healing people around me.
Okay. I need everyone, except for Errol, to roll, including Toothless in this, need to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Uh,
Wrong dice.
16.
Ooh, 18.
Okay.
15.
Okay. What does
18.
Toothless roll? Toothless rolls 18?
18. Yeah.
Andraka, you take 10 points of fire damage. Everyone else takes 5.
And what would I take?
You take 2 because
2.
you're it's halved.
And
Right.
when you round down. Awesome. Finally,
Uh,
rounding down helps us.
as this attack goes off and you all look upon this creature, you notice the oil around you and actually within this entire place begins to boil. Large bubbles kind of popping around you as the heat within this place becomes almost unbearable, your flesh almost burning within this oil.
I swear it wasn't me.
I swear it wasn't me. I didn't do it. That's why I swear. Okay. And in addition to that, the entity is going to shift again and is going to throw. You see another one of these spears get thrown towards Cal, who is actually going to be able to dodge it as it goes for his head, and he kind of ducks out of the way, looking a bit. He looks a bit in a panic. And it is now Leo's turn.
I want to do the psychic lance, so he got to make a saving throw. 19 intelligence.
You throw the psychic lance, and upon hitting him, seems to shatter.
So annoying. Okay, well, I use my bonus action to cast Mage Armor.
Cast Mage Armor. And as that happens, I need everyone to roll. Roll me a Wisdom saving throw, everyone.
Only a 7.
Oh, yes, I got an 18.
Okay.
23 and 2 points. Oh, my poor boy, he got a 10.
What about you?
Boy, I got it lower.
What about you, Errol? What'd you get?
Oh, I got a 23.
Okay.
Haha,
Everyone but Errol,
advantage.
you all feel almost a overwhelming feeling of fear for a moment before, as this thing produces this shockwave of dark energy. Upon being hit, you find yourselves throwing your heads back, mouth agape, as this almost blackish kind of smoke is pulled from you and flies towards and into this entity.
Damn, the DC was a 19.
The cure for smoking lung.
The one good roll I have, it does nothing.
And I need to roll for tokens real quick for him.
Did it do damage?
It doesn't do any damage to you.
Probably healing itself.
Souls. Is Leo able to see what happened?
No, because he is currently, as he throws his head back from this he doesn't really see anything. None of you really see anything as this happens, except for Errol. Errol's the one who's able to combat this. You do see as this cloud kind of goes into this entity, chunks that are the body itself almost seems to restore. And it is now Cal's turn, who is in now full-fledged panic. And he is going to cast. What will he cast? What will he do next?
If he
Like looking through his spells because he's not really a combat character. How's everyone doing on health? Because he'd be able to tell.
I have 49 out of 59. But
80,
like
I think Andraka's hurting pretty bad. How are you doing, Andraka?
82 out of
I'm at
101.
69.
I,
I,
nice.
92.
I can't heal you. You're at the perfect number.
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm at 82 out of 100.
82 out of 100.
Or
Okay.
101, but
Um.
I'm about to unleash some lightning on this man in a second.
67 out of 72.
I'll Sith Lord on him.
I am. Arrow's just gonna be flying around shooting lightning at this guy.
Unlimited power.
Okay. You watch as you all watch as Cal kind of scrambles into a bag and pulls out this very large white pearl. And you see him squeeze it in his hand, and it almost seems to shatter. And he whispers something under his breath, and when he lets go, the white powder that came from this almost seems to fly up and go into each of your foreheads. And
Huh?
you have all been given a point of luck. Which means if you fail a roll, or if you roll a check and you feel it's not high enough, you can re-roll.
Yeah, how does that work for disadvantaged things?
It works with disadvantage. You just roll with disadvantage on the second roll. It just, yeah, it's still double disadvantage. And once he does that, he is going to then, he's going to fire a single shot of his crossbow. Is going to hit his target for a little bit of damage. You watch as his crossbow hits. The bolt goes into the thing and almost seems to be dissolved within moments of entering it. It's now Galnora's turn, who still doing a very good job at keeping a very cold cut look. Is going to pull her sword out, the black blade that she has, and she is going to, as a bonus action, enter her lycanthrope form.
So cool.
And as a werebearer, going to rush the entity with her sword and is going to attempt 2 hits. The first will hit, and the second will hit as she two-hands her blade. 15, 13, 8. Okay. Okay. Yep, she's going to do 2 strikes onto the entity. And it's back to Andraka. Wait, did I? Yeah, I did. Never mind. Yeah, Andraka, it's your turn. I feel like I skipped one for a second.
So she's right next to it?
Yes, she is right in front of it.
That's a bit awkward.
You're going to firebolt it again?
I mean, all I have are AoE spells.
You can position it to miss her if you can get it behind the thing.
Don't try my girl.
Yeah, he will kill
He
you.
does have the perk to, if it's a deck save, she'll be fine. That is a thing. Or it should be. I think that's That's part of the Blood Hunter, right?
No, they don't have evasion like monks and rogues.
I thought with the Order of the Lycanthrope they did.
I can double check, but I don't think she does. Could be
I
wrong.
read so much Blood Hunter. I might be mixing things up.
Yeah, you might be thinking of another one, but I could be wrong. Give me a moment. Increase movement speed, jump distance. No, that's not the one. Oh, I forgot that. Oh. Interesting. Okay.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I
doesn't.
don't
It
think-
doesn't. It doesn't have anything.
Well, hopefully what you found will be helpful.
No, I just found a cool thing that she had that I didn't know she had.
Well, hopefully that'll be helpful somewhere in the fight.
Anyways,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm fireballing.
fireballing. All right, I'll roll for it.
I'll aim it so that it misses her.
What is the saving throw?
Dex.
What is the number?
17.
Okay, that's a fail. It fails.
42.
42 points of damage. I'm writing the damage down instead of the health. This is not what I'm supposed to do. Okay.
And I'm quickening another one.
Okay, second
Ooh,
one.
Fireballs.
Roll the damage. Because it's
31.
31. Okay. Math is difficult. There we go. All right, Errol, it's back to you, my good friend.
Dragon's Breath, Lightning,
Okay.
Dex save of 15. I'm just gonna be flying around.
Roll the
while I'm
damage
doing
because
this.
it's gonna take half damage regardless.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna be flying around while blasting.
How close are you getting?
I think the range is 15 feet, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you're 15
Yeah.
feet out. You're getting on the edge of it.
I'll fly within the 10 mark. Just going ham.
So anyway,
That's 40.
blast.
So 20. So 20 lightning damage.
Okay.
And then each turn is 6 seconds, right?
Yes. As you do this breath attack, it is going to look straight towards you and swing the spear at you. And will hit you.
Oh, I don't get a dex check.
No, this is it using a reaction because you got close.
Ah, that bastard.
Because it has a range to hit you. You're going to take 11 points of piercing or slashing damage, and 4 acid damage.
So, resistant and then 4.
As it is going to slash at
Coolio.
you, and then go back to it. It seems to shake for a moment and go back to the position of staring at Andraka.
So lightning seemed to have any effect.
Some of the mass does seem to fall off, but it does not seem to have a huge impact on it.
Right, well, I'll be maintaining this for a minute.
Okay. Oh. No, because it's the armor doing it, so you don't need a real concentration check. So you're good. Because it is a legendary piece of armor. Okay. Toothless.
Damn, it's gonna be crowded up in there. Alright. Toothless is going in.
Okay. He does have advantage due to pack tactics.
Homegirl being there. He's gonna start it off. What's this sheet? What can he do? I think it's a bite.
You have a bite and a claw attack.
Yeah, he's gonna claw at it.
Okay. Roll the first attack.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, it's a crit with advantage. Oh, the other one would have been a 24.
Okay, so a crit. Roll double the damage dice.
Yeah.
Because that definitely hits.
3. All right, that's 12, so 24 damage.
24 points of damage. Okay.
It doesn't
Toothless
say
is
the
going to
damage
take
thing,
7
but
points of fire damage and 6 points of acid damage due to the oil burning away at his fur and the pads of his feet.
okay. All right, I'm keeping track of that on his sheet as well.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'll go in for another claw, I guess.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, my cat's coming back in because the smoke detector scares the shit out of her.
Just like, nope, fuck
That's
that, fuck
18.
that. Loud noises. That's a hit. Roll an attack.
Hi, Allie.
Damn, the fire from this battle is leaking into his house.
Yes, yes.
Really?
Yes.
We're breaking the fourth wall.
And
That's 13 damage.
13 damage. He is going
Yeah.
to
One
take
more overlap
3
with the next one.
fire and 1 acid.
3 fire, 1 acid. All right. Gucci.
All right.
My boy putting in work.
It is now the entity's turn.
Oh, shit.
And he is going to spin the pike and is going to strike at Galnora, who is before him. He's going to strike at her twice. The first, I think, with her AC, yeah. The first will actually miss. The second one will hit her. Actually, he's going to attack 3 times. The third one will hit too. So she's going to take a total. That's 13, 21. Oh, wait, no. Does she? I think she. I need to check something about her lycanthrope form. I think, if I'm not mistaken, does she get resistance against slashing damage? Hmm. No, she doesn't get resistance. It's full damage. Never mind. So it is full damage. So she takes, what was it, 24, 25 points of damage in total is what she will take. Okay. And then a single slash will go towards Toothless, which will hit Toothless. I know his AC well. Maybe because I just made it today. He is going to take 9 points of slashing damage and 5 points of acid.
All right.
And that is the creature's turn. It is now Jorny's turn.
Okay. How much is my girl? How much pain is she in?
She's bleeding.
Okay. How many feet away is she?
She is roughly from you. She's probably now 30-ish feet.
Oh, gee, that's the exact range for my healing thing. I'll heal her 10 points as my bonus action.
Heal her 10 points, okay.
You're doing great, honey. And as her primary action, I am going to cast. Looking at my spells that aren't concentration. Let's see. Let's cast. Dissonant Whispers at the 5th level.
That's psychic damage?
Yeah, so wisdom 18 save.
Your words do not seem to affect it.
You gotta use actual insults journey like this, and Harold's just gonna start spouting curses at it.
Okay. On a
Derogatory
successful save, it
terms.
takes half damage. So it's going to take 10 psychic damage.
It does not seem affected by your words.
But on the inside, I heard it. That's good.
I heard it on the inside.
Yeah.
As you do this, it almost seems to sink back into the oil for a moment, and then reappear in 4 different places. There is one on the. There is one to your guys' left, one to your right, one to the far left, and one to the far right.
All corners of the political compass.
Yes.
Is the one in the center still there?
No, that one disappeared, and they reappeared roughly 30-ish feet away from the position. Like they're making a circle around the original spot. They're 30 feet away from the middle. So for you guys that are still standing there, there are 2 that are within 15 feet of you. It is now Leo's turn. Leobardo, what shall you do in this dire situation?
He takes after his namesake and decapitates the thing.
Leo? Did we lose him?
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your
Is it
turn.
my- It's alright. Chris and everyone's in my room again, so I can't hear shit.
Tell him to fuck off. He had his time. I know
Okay,
he
so
didn't.
what's happened? So what's happened?
There are now 4 of these entities.
Oh my god, I'm so frightened.
Yeah, you were still
There are
frightened.
4 of them. This is
Right.
getting out of hand.
Alright, well, damn, psychic spears are useless. Which is
Fireball.
yeah, fireball. I'll do that.
Which one do you want to hit?
How close are they?
There are 2 that are within 15 feet of you, and 2 that are about 45-ish feet away from you.
Well, obviously, I'm not gonna hit the 2 15 feet away from me.
None of them are within range of each other for you to hit both, like 2 of them at once.
Oh. Okay, well then one of the 45 one.
You want to do the
Actually,
back left, the back right.
I'll do it on both of them. I'll cast it twice.
You cast it twice, so you're doing quicken spell.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So you cast the spell. Roll the damage.
I had to cast them both at different levels. You guys lower your voices, please. My headphones are
So
on.
sassy.
You're right behind me. My man, you're 2 feet behind me. Anyways.
We'll wait on damage.
Yep.
Dude, you
So
should really get the
first one did
Jeopardy song.
41.
Huh?
What? The first damage did 41. And then second one does fucking 31.
Which one is which? Which one is going which way?
I don't know. Dealer's choice.
Okay. You fire the 2 fireballs. One of these entities just simply disappears upon getting hit. The other seems to take the damage. Fire kind of engulfing around it for a moment as it seems to almost quiver. And then returns to its
It's weak to arrows.
its original shape. And I need everyone, as the room begins to swirl and swirl, to make a wisdom saving throw.
Nat 20 plus 1.
Damn,
21.
you're fucking crazy.
21.
Damn.
one as well. And Toothless gets an 18.
Okay.
9.
All right. Andraka, Toothless, and Galnora take 10 points of necrotic damage and are under the frightened effect. Leo, you managed to overcome yours.
Let's go.
So you actually. Oh, wait. She has advantage against this. No, she's not frightened. Just kidding, but she's still going to take the damage.
No galley.
Oh wait,
no
this was a
galley.
wisdom save, right?
Yeah, a wisdom
Yeah.
save.
Oh yeah. Okay. I was making sure. No, Toothless only has Dex and
Yeah,
Constitution.
Toothless is frightened,
That's
which
what it
means
was.
he cannot move towards any of the entities, and he has disadvantage on any attacks if they get close enough.
Zoink Scoob.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Oh, Raggy.
I can't do the laugh right now. So now it's Cal's turn, who actually passed the check, surprisingly enough. How's everyone's health pools?
Still at 49.
73 out of 101.
67.
Toothless is at 101 out of 140. He's chilling.
Bam. Sturdy boy.
Cal is going to shift.
Toothless is sturdy.
Cal is going to shift to a spot and going to cast a Mass Cure Wounds at the 5th level. And anyone who has damage, heal 25 health.
Woo! Woo! Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Get that overheal.
And it is now Galnora's
Party
turn.
finally has healing.
Galnora is going to... I'm going to roll to see if she would realize what just happened. She doesn't have that good of intelligence, but she figured it out. Holy shit. All right.
It's the glasses.
She is going... Yeah, it's the glasses that she wears. And she still has them on as a bear. She is going to approach the one on the back right, and she is going to get swingy. And why she does this, as a bonus action, she is going to cut herself with her blade, electrifying it, taking 3 points of necrotic damage from herself. And she is now going to strike at it twice with her dark blade, hitting the first and the second. And she is going to inflict 10, 17, 24, 26 points of total damage. And it is now back to Andraka. What do you like to do, sir?
There's still 3.
There are still 3 of them.
Yeah. The one in the back corner is the real one, though.
Is that the one that Leo hit the second with?
Yes.
The bear woman.
How far away is it?
Errol would be saying this
It
out
from
loud.
you is about 45 feet.
Is anyone next to it?
Galnora.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot a snowball swarm at it. Aim it so it doesn't hit her.
Okay, what does it need to roll against your snowballs?
Dex.
Okay, roll the damage, because I think it hits regardless. It's just a matter of half damage or
Yeah.
not.
That is 16. I forgot. I ignore resistance to cold damage too.
Do you? Interesting.
Forgot about that when I did the cone of cold.
That's very interesting of you. Okay. Fascinating. Errol. Now, are you done with your turn? Are you doing another
be
quicken
done.
spell? Okay. Errol. Back to you, my
I'm
friend.
gonna get in range and continue blasting with the lightning. I have a question. Since this is a concentration spell, would I be able to make any attacks since the armor is doing the concentrating?
You can make the so even within a concentration spell active, you can still cast other spells, as long as they aren't concentration as well.
So you're telling me I could throw hands and still keep blasting this man?
Yes, but I think it's a bonus action to breathe the breath attack, and then you can do punchy punch. Yes.
All right, I'm slapping him. It seems like my hands will burn. I'm hitting him with my silvered quarterstaff.
Okay.
I'm getting in range to do this. I don't know if he's attacking again. I'm gonna throw. Oh, I'll roll the damage on lightning first. Um, that is 36. So half
I will
of
make a
that,
note
I'm
too
assuming.
that the rest of you, as you see him, Errol in this suit of armor, the eyes are actually glowing a yellow color, and the helmet itself seems to be opening up every time that he uses the breath attack, as if actually breathing electricity. And you said how much damage?
That was 36. I'm assuming it's half still. So that's gonna be. Actually, I don't want to do math right now. Yeah, that's.
I got it. Okay, I got a number. There we go.
Um,
Okay.
And then I'm hitting him with the quarterstaff. First is a dirty 20, and the second is an 18.
Those both hit. Roll the damage.
First one does 12, second one does 9.
First is 12, 12 and 9, so 21 total.
Does he strike me?
Are you leaving his attack range?
I'm getting into his
And you're
attack
staying
range.
there. He does not attack you. But you will take,
Okay.
as you hit him, the oil splattering onto you. You're going to take 10 points of fire damage and 6 points of acid damage.
10 points of fire, 6 points.
Which I just remembered that she needs to take 20 points of damage. Okay. And it is now Toothless's turn, who is frightened and cannot move. Anywhere near these things, at least.
He's probably just going to tuck his tail and go back to Journey.
What do you do at first, Scooby Snack?
He can't actually move towards Journey.
Is Journey too close?
Because of where he's positioned near the center of the room, and there are two guys on the left and the right, which would require him to get closer to one of them in order to get towards to Journey, and he can't do that. He is stuck.
He's just going to start barking.
It's more of a whimper than anything else, and like whining.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, it is now the entity's turn. The two that are close to Journey, Leo, and Draka, they're going to move towards you all. The first one going to strike at Andraka. What is your AC again, Andraka?
17.
It will hit you. And it will hit you for... You're going to take 10 points of slashing, 4 points of acid. And it's going to attack Journey, is the other one, who he will also hit, because I know your AC is also 17.
Yep.
You're going to take 11 points of slashing and 6 points of acid damage.
So 17 damage.
Yes. The entity itself is going to strike at Galnora. That's a hit, and a hit. Every swing it did hit. So I'm just gonna roll a shit ton of dice at the same time. And I need to add. Okay. 32, 39, 32, 7. Almost there. Almost there. Need more dice. She is going to take 65 points of damage.
Jeez.
That's from 4 attacks. And she is a bit bloodied at the moment. It's now Charney's turn.
Well, first of all, she's going to move that healing back to Galnor, healer 10.
Okay.
And then she is going to have her familiar run up to Gally, go up to her back. And she is going to
I wouldn't say your
cast-
familiar would be able to run through this, but you could definitely try to throw your familiar.
Yeah, probably do that.
Okay. I'm not gonna make you roll for this. Yes, I'll allow this. So yeah, you could throw the familiar and it like catch onto her again.
Yeah, throw my ferret.
You throw it like a noodle football.
Yeah.
A lot of Pokemon there.
We just have a bunch of Pokemon in this party, don't we?
Go, Polecat, and then I'm going to use that to cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
At the 6th level on her.
Ooh, spicy heal wounds.
Yeah. So that's my 7th level slot and my 6th level slot taken. So she's going to heal 30 damage. So I'm on top of the 40. So I mean on top of the 10. So she heals 40 damage in total.
Okay. And as you do this, I need everyone again to roll me a wisdom saving throw. That's a pass for Cal.
I only got 13 this time.
Hills. 1, 2.
I got a 10.
Okay.
6.
19 and 2 plus. Got a nat 1. Let's go.
Okay.
Technically, it's a 2, but
I'm gonna roll this real fast. All of you, everyone but Cal, your heads wrench back again as they had done once before. Did they freeze? And the whatever substance this thing pulls from you seems to go into itself, allowing it to reform a little bit of itself in the process.
So we will get as punishment for smoking a pack a day since we were sick.
is this considered an attack?
No.
Oh, damn.
It's something special.
Oh, wait. Oh,
It's
no. I can still trigger this. When
it's
you
a
take
smoking
damage from a
PSA.
creature within 10 feet. Is he within 10 feet
you
of
don't
me?
take damage.
Oh, fuck. He's healing. Damn it. That bastard.
And as the stuff hits the entity, it seems to lose its form and disappear into the sledge or the oil below it. And it has vanished.
Leo, can you true sight this thing?
I think he's probably hearing Chris and them again. He cannot see it. It seems to have disappeared into the oil itself. The other two entities that are exactly identical to it, they are still visible. He is not. It's now Leo's turn. Leo.
Okay, what happened?
The entity seems to have disappeared, and the two other ones of itself seem to still be there.
And you can't see the original entity via true sight.
Ooh, but I'm frightened, aren't I?
No, you broke out of it, remember?
I got a 10 for the last wisdom check.
That was not for that. That was for its other ability that it was pulling gas from you.
I see. Okay, well, okay. Let's go. I'm no longer frightened. Woo. So I'm gonna just. How far away are the other two bastards?
Within 10 feet of you.
Okay. And if I moved away, that would be opportunity of attack. Yeah.
It could
Right.
be. And your friends, well, your friends are between them and you. And Draga's to your left with one standing on the other side of him, and Journey is to your right with one standing on this side of her.
Um. Then this what we about to do. Yeah. I'm gonna cast Finger of Death on one of them.
As one does.
So Constitution 19 saving throw.
Okay.
Let me roll a damage for that. I got 55.
Okay.
That bad boy. And then Quicken Spell. I'm going to cast Witch Bolt on the other one.
Bolt.
Yes, Witch Bolt.
Which bolt?
So I gotta roll a hit
Yeah, roll an
for
attack.
that bad boy. 22.
That hits.
All right. And how does this work again? Does it automatically do damage when I hit him the first time?
After you do the first time, you concentrate on it, and it continuously does damage on each of your turns.
Oh yeah, for 1 minute. Okay. 40-12. Time to roll that 40-12. I'm running out of spell slots. 17
be a
damage.
sorcerer.
Both, as you cast these two spells at the same time, seem to almost pop and dissipate, sinking back into the oil.
Oh, them. Okay, I thought you
Yeah,
were saying
they
my
did.
spell. Like,
No. The
come
the two copies of this entity seem to have disappeared.
let's go.
It's now Cal's turn, who's looking around frantically once again, and he is going to, in a panic, you see him wave his hand, and then goes back to cowering around. But you also can see within the sludge a pair of footsteps moving away from where he is standing. And it's now Galnora's turn, who's looking around irritably, trying to figure out where the entity had gone. And she is going to... she's not going to... She's going to prepare an action. Awaiting for this to make a reappearance. And it's now Andraka's turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna prepare a spell too.
Okay. Mind telling me which spell?
The snowballs.
Snowballs? Alright. It is now Errol's turn.
Is my passive perception high enough to find them? Or should I roll a perception check? Alright. Can I help you? Alright.
Roll.
Thank
I can give you an advantage on your roll.
Roll me. Roll me perception. You would have disadvantage, so if Journey is aiding you, it is just a regular roll.
Okay. Does a 31 find him?
You notice that there is a section of tar near the center of the room that seems to be shifting ever so slightly. Shifting in an
I'm gonna
odd way.
blast it with
Okay.
lightning.
So I started blasting.
Okay, so you electrocute the spot. Roll the damage.
There's so many damn D6s, holy hell. 41, holy. That's a lot of sixes.
41. Okay.
We round down and say 20 for half.
Yep. As you do this, Errol, Or it almost surprises you. Not like you're not surprised. It's not getting like advantage on you, but it almost surprises you as the oil shapes into a pike as it flies towards you. That's a crit. It is going to shoot up out of the oil. Oh yeah, you don't take crit damage. You just get hurt by the oil or by your armor. So
Yeah.
roll the armor's damage. As I roll.
What does it look like as it hits? Is he like breaking the arm and it just snaps back in?
So this spear comes through and goes through your chest out your back. And has
Holy
you
shit.
on the end. This thing rises up out of the oil again, holding you up by the end of this pike, with the end of this pike sticking out of your back. And you are going to take 16 points of slashing damage or piercing damage and 6 points of acid damage.
Well, do I take any of that, or is that
you take that
do I
damage?
take
That's
the armor?
base damage, and then you also take the armor's
Okay.
damage. So you're immune to the double damage, but you are still going to take damage.
Alright, so the armor did 11 damage. And how much damage you say piercing?
16.
Okay. And then acid was
6 acid.
6 acid. Errol's
And-
gonna get skewered.
Yeah, you are skewered on
Oh,
the
wait,
end of
what-
this thing.
I'm just gonna chuckle, spit in its face, and I'm finally using Gift of Gem Dragon, so it has to roll a DC 18 strength saving throw.
DC 18. That's a fail.
It gets, let me roll the damage real quick, and it's gonna get blasted back 10 feet. It does 9 force damage.
Okay. You push it back. The pike in its hand actually snaps and turns back into oil, allowing you to be dropped. I need you to roll a dex saving throw to keep yourself from hitting the oil.
Dex saving throw, you said?
Yep, dex saving throw. I know you'll probably pass it, but I'm gonna just ask it for it anyways.
Yeah, sorry. My dad made some Portuguese pastries, so that's what he's bringing up. I'm munching on them right now. They're so damn good. I got a 28. I'm chilling.
Yeah, you kind of do like a roll in the air and catch yourself long before you get near the oil. You have this stuff on you now because it has hit you several times, but you haven't been in the oil itself.
I want Errol just to look down at his chest and like pat himself. I'm guessing like the hole's reforming or something.
The hole in the armor is reforming, not in your flesh.
Just holy shit, Errol's just gonna be like, holy shit, I'm alive.
You feel a massive amount of pain, though, from these small needle-like spikes going through your chest in order to stabilize your organs.
Good God.
It is painful, yet almost reassuring. It's the strangest thing.
Is this what guts felt like?
Probably.
This is what acupuncture feels like.
It's now Toothless's turn. Who I will let roll
He's
a
still
wisdom.
frightened, right?
I'm gonna let him roll a wisdom saving throw to see if he can break this frightened effect.
Oh hell. You already know he doesn't have good saving. He got an 11. He's still scared.
He is. This thing popped up not far from him. He jumps and bolts for it.
Is he able to run towards Journey now?
Yes, he goes towards Journey.
Alright, he's gonna hide
And
behind
when
Journey.
when you get skewered, he produces the loudest yelp you've ever heard from him, and is just gonna hightail it towards Journey away from you. It's now the entity's turn. This thing doesn't have too many special things about it. You guys have pretty much probably seen all of its special things by this point. It is going to... No, it's focused on you, Errol. It really, really wants to hit you. So it's going to try.
I spit in its face.
It's going to swing at you 4 times.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
3 of them will hit.
Oh shit, I'm at half health. Let's see what happens.
Bad things. Hopefully. I'm just kidding. You are going to take... That's 10... 28 points of slashing damage. And 9 points of acid damage. Something tells me you are still on your feet.
I'm still up.
But you are barely on your feet.
Yeah. Yeah. Not fun times.
And it seems to, as it strikes you, the almost demonic... I'm not going to use the voice mod for this, but like a demonic cackle. As it is very happy about the thing that is doing to you. And you do notice that some of the blood that is dripping from you seems to be producing this black smoke. It's not going into it, but you see this almost black smoke coming out of your wounds. And you're not sure what it is.
Your mom's a hoe.
You're saying your mom's a hoe? Okay.
Yeah. Your mom's a hoe. She raised an ugly fuck.
Jorny.
No wonder you hide in this dark cave.
It's your turn, Jorny.
Okay. Because
I'm at 30
Cure
more health.
Wounds is an instant action. That means I still have Aura Vitality up. Move that over to Errol. Heal him for 10. How what's the distance between Gally and Errol?
The distance between them?
Yeah.
Like 50 feet.
Okay. That means I'm not going to be moving my familiar to him, but let's see. Let's see what fun instant thing I could do. Okay.
Why is my
Let's
computer
see.
vibrating so much?
Your fingers are vibrating?
No, my computer. Oh, it was running a full computer scan.
I'm going to cast Polymorph.
Okay. On whom?
On... What's a good animal that has a nice wisdom score?
Forgot to ask, would I be able to use Gem Dragon again when it attacked me?
Is it... I think it's a reaction to use it. I think it says as a reaction.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, it's one time per turn.
I'll have to wait. You son of a bitch, I'll wait for you.
Because it attack you
Hey,
after your
Tyler.
turn, so you use your reaction. Yes.
What kind of creatures can I turn this? Can I use with Polymorph?
Anything of your level. Any beast of your level. So anything with a challenge rating of 14 or less.
I am going to turn Toothless into... I sent you the stats for this. You mind if I use one of the creature stat blocks that I sent you?
You sent me something?
Yeah.
Let me check. I'll pull it up on my phone.
Yeah, and DMs.
Is it recent? Oh, you're
it's...
talking about one of the Fey creatures.
Yeah.
So that doesn't work because they're Fey, not beasts. Has to be a beast.
Okay. What's a beast with a good wisdom score?
I don't know. I don't know all the beasts on the top of my head. I can look real quick.
I want to help this poor guy out.
Beast. Challenge rating of 14 at most. Filter. Let's see. We'll give it a... We'll throw in a saving throw to see if I can get something good here. I don't have these animals, so yeah, those don't work. I don't know. There's a lot of creatures. fuck. There's 11 pages worth.
To put you on the spot like that.
Yeah, I don't know every creature, unfortunately. As much as I'd love to know every creature. I don't. And it makes me sad.
What about some kind of ice dragon?
So technically polymorph doesn't work with that, because that is a dragon. There is you wouldn't have seen one of these. There is a giant ape. There is a giant crocodile. Giant crocodile does not have a good wisdom. Ape has a okay wisdom, but it's the same as his. I don't know if this is the play for you. Because I don't want to go through every creature, but I think most of them have like a
Sure.
+1.
Okay, then I'll do something different.
Toothless is chilling.
Okay, it's okay, buddy. You tried your best.
I wouldn't say chilling, but
he-
close enough.
I mean, he's at 126 health. He's pretty good.
Then I am going to instead just use. I'm sorry, I'm being so slow. So we observed sonic damage didn't do terribly too much to it.
Psychic didn't do much either.
You talking about the force damage? What are you talking about?
Oh, I was talking about how we observed that thunder damage didn't seem to do too much. Some
No,
shatter.
yeah.
So
If this thing is force damage resistant, oh my god.
okay.
You seem to break its pike when you hit it with that.
Yeah, that's the only force damage I got. I don't have soul catching gloves. Those are pretty spicy. Oh,
I am. Well, that's a good O.
I may have a way to trigger more force damage.
Screw it. I'm just going to yell at. I'm just going to yell at Arrow at the 5th level.
You're gonna yell at Errol at the 5th level?
Yep.
Okay.
And heal him 22.
What is your words of
Because I use healing
inspiration to
word.
give him vitality?
It's healing word.
No, I'm saying, what is your inspirational words to heal him? I want to know your thoughts
Shrug
here.
it off.
Shrug it off, you bitch.
Yeah, I just saw him get like fucking impaled on a pike.
Shrug it off.
Survive.
You're fine.
Yeah,
All right.
and he feels better.
Everyone but Errol, roll a Constitution saving throw.
This is gonna be awful. I really need to get myself a. Ooh, that is a 4. I really need to get myself the beast. I mean the Dungeons
Got
and
nat
Masters
1.
bestiary or
You got
whatever.
a nat 1. You got a natty
Yeah.
1, bro. That's crazy.
That's natty fun.
25.
You're going to take 2 points of damage. Leo, you take 5 points of fire damage.
Great.
Cal is also going to take 5 points of fire damage. And let's see if Galnora, how much damage she takes. She's going to take 5 points of fire damage. Yeah, and anyone, yeah, that was everyone. Wait, what's your toothless? Roll for toothless. Constitution saving throw.
Sorry, I zoned out. What happened?
Constitution saving throw for toothless.
Yeah. 25. My boy.
He takes 2 points of fire damage as the oil begins bubbling around him again, around all of you. It's now Leo's turn. It's a long fight, I know.
I only rolled a 6. What happens to me?
5 points of fire damage, which is only
5
2
points.
because you're half. You get
Yep.
half. So
There we go. Thank you.
Leo,
Yeah.
it's your turn. You
What's
see the creature. You just watched him impale Errol, and then Errol push him
drop
away. No, Errol's alive. He's just
nice.
not happy.
Yo, can we wrap this up? I'm losing some. I'm running low on spell slots here.
Errol's using the holy spell hurl insults and slurs as a monk.
Not very effective, but you know.
Oh, so because the being that I did damage to before with my witch bolt is gone, my witch bolt is no longer on anything.
No,
right?
it automatically you lose concentration if the thing dies.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna do witch bolt again, but on this motherfucker.
Okay.
Right. Let's see how low my roll is for this one. 21.
21. That hits.
Let's
Roll
go.
damage.
$14 electrical damage, lightning damage.
Electrical damage. Me putting my finger into the power outlet.
So, I have to. So, would I be able to use Quicken spell to cast it to concentrate a second time, or no?
What does the spell say required? Is it an action to make it do damage?
Yeah, you can use your action to deal.
I would say I'd allow you to use Quicken spell to do it again.
Let's go.
Because it's still magic. You're having to burn sorcery points to do this, so.
Okay. Quicken spell, I'm doing it again. And that is, wow, 32 damage.
How did you go from 16 to 32?
14 to 32.
14 to 32. How did you.
Because
Did you roll like
that
super
first one-
low really badly the first
7,
time?
5, 1, 1. And
Mhm.
then the second one was 12, 11, 7, 2.
So you said 31.
Good God.
32.
32. Sorry. Okay.
Something with the mathematics.
Mathematics is hard. Don't judge me. Okay. Wow.
Wow.
It is going to, in response to you doing this, it is going to throw a pike at you.
You try to not do that actually.
It
Now
actually
that I think about
misses. You got lucky.
Oh,
It misses you.
goodness.
Wait, what is your AC is what?
15.
Actually, no, it hits you.
Can I don't suppose I could have used shield.
You can use shield.
Ooh.
You're gonna use
My
shield?
AC is 20. Yes.
Then it misses you.
Let's go.
You manage to throw up a shield just in time for the pike to almost splatter in front of you across this magical barrier, sinking back into the oil around you.
Let's go. Thank you, shield.
It's now Cal's turn, who's going to reappear about 40 feet to the left. As the illusion of him dissipates, that was once standing in the middle of the room. And he is going to cast Eldritch Blast. First is going to miss. Second's going to miss. He's kind of in a panic. He's just missing his shots. He's kind of frantically firing these. You can clearly tell he is a little unhinged at the moment.
This guy.
And that's his turn. Yeah, that's his turn. Yalnora is going to run and she is going to make a leap towards this thing. Okay, she's actually going to make the distance. And as she does, she is going to... Okay. She is going to... as she's in the air, you all hear her shout something that you don't understand. As a marking is going to burn into the back of this creature.
She's so cool.
And then she is going to strike at it 2 times. With her blade. That is still electrified. First
Yes, I
attack.
think your blade's still electrified.
First attack will miss. The second one will hit though.
I wonder if this thing is vulnerable to lightning damage.
And she is going to take. She's going to do 24 points of damage. And the creature is going to turn on her and try to strike at her. And it is going to. Okay. It is going to hit her. As it seems to almost snap in her direction. And is going to jam its pike into her chest the same way it did to Errol. And it is going to do 16, 24. 30 points of damage to Galnora as the pike is skewered through her chest, the same way Errol was.
Damn, that's a lot of damage.
She's going to actually spit up a bit of blood and oil while in her werebear form. And it is now Andraka's turn. Oh yeah, you were
So
supposed to
what
cast.
happened to that?
You were supposed to cast your snowball. Do
Yeah.
that real quick, and then I'll let you do your other spells. So roll the damage, and I'll just do my thing.
14.
Okay. Now do your thing.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'll just throw another one. Shoot another one at it.
Okay.
8 damage.
8 damage. This is some cute damage, Jared.
I'm lost all my higher spells.
Yeah, I know. I know you magic casters are feeling a bit weak at the moment. Okay.
And then I'll quicken another one.
One more snowstorm. Here we go, boys.
Oh, 16 damage.
6. Wow, getting into the fancy numbers.
Double digits there.
Yeah, that's crazy. It is going to throw a pike at you. And it is going to hit you. For... Oh, that dice fell off the table. That's cocked. You're going to take 10 points of piercing damage. And 3 points of acid. Where did that dice go? Errol! It's your turn.
His turn.
I'm gonna bait his ass. I'm gonna hit him with the quarterstaff for 1 attack.
Yeah, you whacked that
Does
bastard.
a 30-20 hit?
That hits.
Alright, I'm gonna roll the damage.
You're so wealthy now. I don't understand why you haven't upgraded to a dollar staff.
Journey dies from unknown causes.
Yeah, Journey just tripped and then lands face first into the
oil and just
the
slowly
oil and
sinks.
burns. Yeah.
Sinks into the abyss. So that does 9 damage. I'm gonna back up to the 15-foot range, right on the cusp, and hit it with the breath.
Okay.
Does he attack since I am out of his range?
He does attack you because you backed up. And is going to hit you with a crit.
I was waiting for this.
You're going to take 18 points of piercing damage and 12 points of acid damage as he
Alrighty.
is going to skewer you once again.
All right. He needs to roll DC again.
He does pass this one.
Great. So he doesn't get blasted back, but the 2d8 still proc.
Okay.
Rolling the damage for that. That is 13 force damage.
Holy shit. Okay.
I'm using my own health to bait him.
Use the force.
Toothless can't do anything because he's still frightened.
Get a load of this guy.
The creature is going to look at you, Errol,
I give him the finger.
and he's going to stab you. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. 3 of his attacks will hit you.
Still giving him the finger.
You are going to take.
Dropping blood out. Is that all you got?
Takes your finger.
Yeah, takes your finger as a prize.
Takes finger.
6.
Takes what is
My
offered.
favorite finger.
30 points of piercing damage.
Jesus Christ.
And 13 points of acid damage.
Jesus Christ. Oh, I'm so glad I have resistance. I would have been dead.
What are you at?
Shit, I'm at
Man's like-
17 health.
You're at
Man's like-
17 health.
That
This is
was
why I
with
spare the
resistance.
dying.
All right. That is the end of the creature's turn.
I'm gonna give him another finger. Is that all you got, you weak bitch?
Work
Picture,
at it.
as you're saying this, there's just blood dripping from every orifice of this suit of armor you're wearing.
Yeah, you should twerk at it.
Air torque. Journey.
Are my insults getting to him?
It doesn't seem to care.
Oh, damn.
Journey.
Okay, let's get that 10 heal on Errol.
Woo, 27 health.
10 whole heal, let's go.
Well, I'm helping Cal kind of help pick up the slack on his turn.
He's in a panic. He's never been in this state before, and he's not happy about it.
Hey, if it goes real bad, I have spare the dying.
Is what?
Spare the dying.
Nah, I'm
means you don't
about to
have to do
throw
your
on the helm.
death saves.
I'm gonna throw on the helm next turn. We're
That
too low.
Okay, that means 4th level cure wounds on Galley.
Okay.
So she is going to heal a whole 16. Ooh, diminishing returns.
Hey, she's doing better than she was now, you know. Okay. That's the end of your turn?
Yeah, I did my bonus action and my action.
The creature does the thing it did before where it seems to slop down, disappear into the oil, and 4 of them appear in the same 4 spots as before.
Why do you keep doing this? You keep fucking wasting my goddamn witch bolt.
No, it's still on it.
Oh. Is it on all 4 of them?
No,
That's
it's only on one of them. But you don't know which one it is until you use it.
Nice.
It is Leo's turn though.
Ooh,
Can Leo-
I'm using it.
Can you
Oh, what?
true sight it?
No, because they all look exactly the same.
I mean, to like identify.
They're all identical in all of their forms. It's
Except one's about to take some lightning damage. Let's do it.
all right. Roll the damage.
I got 15 damage. Epic. I'm going to quicken spell it.
Okay.
I got 33 damage.
Okay.
Nice. All right. Okay.
You all
how
see
far
one
away-
that is from the entrance on the closest right spot is the one that is getting electrocuted.
That's him.
Um,
Get him.
Kick his
Let's do that.
ass. It is now Cal's turn, who is going
Wait,
to.
hold on.
Hmm?
Hold on. How far away is the closest one from me?
15-ish feet.
Can I back away?
Yes.
All right, cool. That's it.
Cal is going to throw Eldritch Blast, and he's going to hit the other three, and they're just going to dissipate.
Nice.
That's my boy.
No,
Galnora.
my boy.
No, my boy. It's Father help. Galnora is going to start making her way towards it, but she is only going to she's going to stop about 20 feet from it. Still growling very loudly in her bear form. And Draka.
Am I still frightened of it?
Roll a wisdom save.
I'm just gonna say yes. Never. I got a 15.
You're still frightened.
Um, more snowballs.
What's the damage?
12.
Your snowballs hit this creature, just kind of slamming into it, and it almost seems to slouch a little bit. And the room begins to quake and quiver. And you see its body
That's
almost
like
seeming to almost melt. The form of it almost seems to melt. And you hear its voice echoing through the chamber as it says,
I can't release my nightmares on the world, then I'll leave them with you.
To be honest, Chief, I don't know what it just said.
you can decipher it later. And the room, the entrance that you came through collapses behind you. The body
What?
of it seems to almost fall over as it becomes one with the oil around it, and the oil begins to rise in the room, and rise, and rise. And you all, in a
This shit-
panic, attempt to anything you can to try to get out before you are overtaken by darkness.
Was my witch bolt still on whatever though?
It
When he
dissipated,
sucked back into Oh,
and
Are you saying we have a chance to run?
I'm saying you guys are currently engulfed in oil,
and it's scorching.
and it is very warm.
Oh,
Yes.
did it fill the room?
Yes. And there's a long moment of just nightmares filling your head, your deepest fears, your traumatic events of your past, things of that nature, having to relive them over and over and over again for what feels like an eternity. And then you all wake
My
up,
truth that told me. Oh,
laying in front of a collapsed cart, a group of people standing around you in this alleyway, still covered in this odd oil, no longer burning, but just this thick layer of this dark tar-like oil covering your skins and your skin and body. Journey, as you kind of get up as well, you do see Boltian laying unconscious next to you. He's breathing, but he's unconscious. And Errol, as you look upon your ring of the ethereal serpent, you see that it seems to have been recalled and is no longer trapped wherever it was.
To kind of stir, I'm just gonna put a hand up in the air and do the incantation for.
Incantation for.
And then she realizes she expended all her spell slots to cast Mass Cure Wounds, and then she just kind of lays back down.
Okay. Magnus is standing not. Magnus seems to be at the other end of the alleyway now, kind of sitting there. He's almost sulking. he just seems pissed. I guess his version of sulking would be just being pissed. And as you all are beginning to stir, you hear a voice kind of you hear the voice of the tabaxi just kind of he crouches down next to one of you, and Draka in particular, and says, "What happened in there?"
Do I still feel the feeling?
No, but you feel something in your hand, clenched within your fist. Something that
I'm gonna look at it.
something you've been waiting for a very long time. Something you've been looking for a long time. You see a ring.
The black spot.
Can you describe the ring?
Let me find the description.
Would it
I
happen to
am-
have a nebula in it?
No.
All right.
I am just gonna stand up and walk away.
Am I still bloodied?
You are very bloodied.
I'm gonna go check the doorway.
I think this is the ring. Wait, where's the ring? Where's the one that I'm looking for? Oh my god. I thought I made a stat block for this thing. Or did I? Oh, no, you made the stat block. You remember the description of the ring, Jared? Do you have it? I'm trying to find it. I can't seem to find it.
Um, I know. I don't think I ever described what it looks like, but I do have a thing.
A
What it
tad,
looks like.
yeah, put that in the chat. Put that in the chat. I want to see.
I gotta find it now.
It's got to find it. Anyways, we'll get to that in a minute. I'll describe what it looks like. It does not have the nebula. It's not the one you're looking for.
I will. It is a wooden ring. I know that.
It's a wooden ring. Okay, so you see a wooden ring within his hand. So you just get up and walk past Reginald and just leave.
Yeah.
Just caked up in oil. Yo, if it rains, you can all fly.
Oh. We can
Um,
finally feel what it's like to be Errol.
Yes. And as
Is
you
there
guys are,
anything in the doorway?
the cart collapsed.
Oh, all right. Is there any torches around?
Oh, very cool ring. The wooden ring with like carvings on it. That of an eye. It looks like an eye. That's a crazy ring.
Is that what we went through all this for, Errol? Is that ring
That's not
Andraka
Errol
found?
Andrak. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I know.
Okay.
She's talking to Errol as Andraka walks away.
Do you have fire?
I can do fire.
Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna. I have one. I had one turn left. Can I just fire breath the cart?
You can lightning breath it because you only had lightning. You were at lightning breath active.
All right.
That
Yeah,
should
I'm just
work.
gonna shoot the cart.
Just gonna shoot the cart.
Yeah, just hit it with the lightning breath.
Originally almost seems to like take a step back a little bit, a little confused by the whole thing. And looking around too, you see Cal is currently laying eyes wide, kind of distant, kind of in like a fetal position.
They're just gonna kind of like try to get to her feet and succeed because she's not ultimately that injured at the end of the day. She's gonna go over to Galnora and look at that piercing wound from the spear.
She is no longer in a werebear form, by the way. You can see through her chest.
Errol's gonna look at her and go, "Oh, that's cool." I'm gonna take off the armor. Oh wait, no, it's holding me together. I
Yeah,
don't think I'll be able to remove
take it
right?
off right now.
Oh shit.
You're gonna have to wait a little
Journey's
bit
gonna
for
kinda
it to retract.
get on top of her and kind of put a hand against her face and cast Cure Wounds again at the 4th level.
Oh, I'll go over to Reginald.
Okay. She kind of embraces
So-
you as you do this, and
She'll heal 25.
The wound does seem to close a bit. I put 25 damage instead of health. There we go. I fixed it. The wound does seem to heal a bit. Like, it's still like a deep wound, but it's not all the way through anymore. And she does seem to kind of hold you close.
Journey will definitely kind of go into lean into that. I'm just like, I swear, our misadventures aren't nearly this close to lethal.
I would be lying if I said mine hadn't been.
You seem to have acquitted yourself pretty well.
So did you.
Oh, thanks. I guess I know how to pick them.
Now we'll do Errol's conversation with Reginald, who's still standing there kind of just confused on what's going on.
Your cart is cursed. It's dead now. The thing inside of it.
Can you describe what you encountered in there? I'm curious. I got a glimpse of it, but it chased me out.
I'm gonna hand him one of the. How many vials do you say I would have gotten?
You would have gotten
when I
like
was
2 or 3. You
cleaning
would have been
up
able
the
to get a
wall?
couple. Like,
Alright. I'll hand him one of the vials and go, everything was covered in the oil. Got to the center room, and a giant ball came out, and a person with a spear, or a humanoid with a spear, formed out of it.
fascinating. Didn't think that ring would do such a thing, but well, here we are.
Journey's gonna kind of like jerk her head to the side. Wait, that ring? Did that?
The wooden one your friend walked off with? Yes. I want nothing to do with it anymore. I'm glad that he took it. It's
How
cost me
did it
everything.
do that?
I don't entirely know myself. It's been fighting me for the last zenith or so.
Where did you come across this ring, if you don't mind me asking?
I got it from someone who was frantically trying to get rid of it, and being a man of magical artifacts, or used to be, considering all of them are gone now, I took it for research purposes.
Earl's gonna hold his finger up and go, I don't know if all your artifacts are gone. Our friend here was using True Sight and said he could see your shop intact in one plane and that room in another plane.
He gestures to the cart and says, that cart was the only way to the shop. It was a pocket dimension built into the cart itself. Cart's destroyed. Everything looks to be destroyed as well if it didn't come out already.
Yeah, I want to go back in there, even if you could.
Yeah, that was not terribly fun for any of us.
Errol's just gonna, when he says I want to go back in there, he's just gonna kind of hold up his arms and blood is probably just coming down.
I don't suppose there's any sort of bounty on this.
No, this was a very recent event that has now been solidified.
When we killed the entity, it seemed to self-destruct. The entire chamber filled up with liquid. And then we woke up here.
Interesting.
Did anyone happen to observe us being ejected from your cart?
The cart collapsed, producing a cloud of black smoke, and then once the smoke dissipated, we were all able to see you laying there. No one touched you, and you woke up not even a minute later. You see him kind of grab a hold of a kind of this, what looks to be some sort of multi-tool from his bag. He kind of waves it into the air, as he kind of gestures towards all of you. You all can heal for 45 points of damage.
Get that overheal.
Galnora, pretty much most of her wounds seem to dissipate, just tiny scars here and there. It seemed to have formed. Cal is still laying on the ground, unmoved, just in the fetal position.
Where's Toothless?
Toothless is semi-conscious at the moment. He is still working on waking up. He is also like caked up in this oil, and Boltian is
Journey knows they're
also
probably
Boltian is also unconscious.
Journey knows that they're
Um,
probably going to go to sleep anyway soon, so she's gonna like frivolously use her last 4th level spell slot to use Cure Wounds on Galnora again.
Excuse me, Reginald. By any chance you wouldn't happen to have a piece of rolling paper in a match, would you?
So she'd heal 27.
Are you wanting to burn my, well, what is left of my card?
No, I wanted to go give my comrade over here, who seems to be in shell shock, something to help and take the edge off.
He kind of holds up a finger and begins to, kind of like one moment, and kind of begins shuffling through what look to be like 3 different bags of holding on him.
And
Before
Errol's gonna pull out some of the holly leaf. I'm gonna roll the joint for Cal.
he's gonna hand you the piece of paper, not knowing what you want. It looks like standard parchment. It's gonna work for what you want, and then realizes what you're doing and kind of understandably kind of gives you a nod and then turns and begins kind of shooing people away.
And Errol's just gonna spark that and go, hey Cal, you need this.
He doesn't respond. He's just staring, kind of ever so slightly muttering under his breath. He's gonna stick it in his mouth.
I'm gonna look over. What's oh shit? I'm blanking on his name again. Cartman.
Reginald?
Original.
Yeah, I'm gonna look over at Reginald, offer him the first, and then before giving it to Cal. I really, it's been a rough day for everyone.
I could use it to calm my nerves. I'm not usually one for these things, but I'm also not the one that usually gets their cart destroyed. And he takes it, takes a very long pull from it.
Are there still any city guards left around here?
He shoot everyone away. There's a few lingering at the other end of the alleyway, but there's no one near you anymore.
So there are some city guards left.
It's like 1 or 2 at the end of the alleyway, just making sure nothing bad happens.
After
Yeah.
presumably finishing curing Galnora of her wounds, you're gonna give her a peck on the cheek, kind of pushing off of her to stand up, and then start heading towards those guards at the end of the alleyway.
Okay.
Errol's taking a drag and then handing it to Cal as well, and putting it in his mouth, I guess.
Yeah, you kind of get into his mouth, and he, without even thinking about it, like takes a drag, then kind of snaps back and coughs a little bit. Clearly, he's never done this. And he pauses and looks at it for a moment. Glances towards you, looks back at it, takes another long drag.
He's just Errol's gonna look at him and go, "Listen, I don't do this either, but that was hell. I'm pretty. I should have died. I'm pretty sure this armor is the only thing keeping me alive at the moment."
He kind of nods a little bit. You can see he's still like visibly shaking, but it seems to be slowly, like the amount of shaking he's doing seems to be getting less and less as he smokes this more and more. He just says, I don't know how much more of this I can take.
Listen, no one's forcing you to come along, and based on the direction that our group is heading, it doesn't look like a good ending. So, if you want to say adios, you can. It's been a pleasure having you. But it's only going to get rougher from here.
I doubt it can get any worse. At least
I would say knock on wood, but I've done enough of that today.
I can't get worse up here. And he kind of taps the side of his head. As he kind of looks towards you, his eyes have changed. Like, not in the physical sense, but the very joyful, kind of very happy set of eyes that he usually had, or the very, like, insightful eyes, now seem to have this haunted look to them. like he has seen the face of death and is now haunted by it. And you've seen people like this.
Errol,
It's kind of the haunted one kind of stare, if that makes sense.
yeah, like like a cross between like pure shock and like shell shock, kind of like the look they would have.
Like a Vietnam stare. Someone who's been in the Vietnam War, and you look into their eyes and you can see the trauma they've been through. Does that make sense?
Shit, I think that's Errol's normal face.
Yes, but now Cal has it as well.
Errol's gonna take another hit, offer it to Shopkeep before handing it back to Cal.
He'll take another puff. It's just a
Alright.
puff and pass
I don't
circle
know if
going on.
Yeah, I don't know if it's out. I don't.
By this point, it'd probably be like very, very little bit of it left.
Alright. Errol's just gonna ash it, I guess, and then offer hand for Cal to get up.
Cal takes it,
You're such a little dude.
slowly gets up. Now, Journey, you were going towards the guards.
Yeah.
What are you doing towards the guards?
Walking towards them.
Okay. I kind of notice you, and they're just kind of watching you. They're not saying anything.
She'll kind of say, hi, I know there was an official bounty on that, but we kind of went through hell and back. So wondering maybe if there's no way we get compensation for taking care of the whole demonic cart incident. The vendor has found himself quite destitute. You might understand.
They kind of look to each other and kind of look to you and just say, we're not exactly sure what we're able to do at the moment. We're still waiting for orders ourselves.
Understood. Is there perhaps a superior I might speak with?
I believe they're on their way. Or at least word from them is. I'm not entirely sure.
Excellent. I'll just stick around and take it up with them, I suppose. Thank you.
Kind of give you a nod.
I'm gonna get up, wake him up, give him some food, and some head scratches.
He is definitely sore. He is definitely still frightened. And he is definitely not 100% himself right now. And he seems to constantly be producing these very small, like, whimpers and whines. And keeps, like, now that he's awake, keeps pushing against you. And kind of, like, almost demanding that you never make him do this again.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do you and me both, buddy. I'm just gonna walk and I'll walk with him and start heading towards the guards.
Okay. Galnora kind of gets up. Like, or she's already been up. She's going to kind of head that way as well. Cal kind of lagging behind a little bit. And Draco, where are you headed? I saw you walk off.
I walked back out the way we came in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm basically trying to find a light of sight to the island.
Yes. That's pretty easy.
And once I get there, I'm kneeling down in the street and just sitting there.
An oil-covered lizard folk in a mask praying in the road. Nothing strange here. We'll just keep walking by. All right. The rest of you, as you kind of come out,
smell the weed.
you are covered in a foul oil. It's hard to smell anything else. Plus, they don't seem to care. They saw you doing it. They don't care.
Good. I was gonna fight them.
But you do notice Andraka in the middle of the street praying, essentially.
Someone tell me he's not praying to whatever just tried to kill us.
Journey like absent-mindedly kind of recalls Boltian to the Fey wilds. You never know if that guy. He's got the weird mask. He's got the weird ring, void. I'm just gonna call it the void ring. He's got the void ring. I really have no idea what his motivations are, and I've been there since the beginning with him. So I really do not know what we managed to accomplish besides stopping some weird void entity from terrorizing a cart.
And Cal kind of pitches in and just says, I think it has something to do with the island. Something
Oh
that
yeah,
he
and
believes
Journey
in.
kind of looks up that
Yes.
ominous thing.
I'm not entirely sure what he's doing or who he is attempting to commune with, but something tells me. His eyes kind of go towards the island. He says, "Something tells me that's where we're going next."
I swear to God. We're hopping from one disaster to another. I'm not even mad. I'm just impressed.
Something tells me this will be the last stop for all of us.
Ooh, that's ominous.
And he kind of turns to you. You see the same look in his eyes, that almost distant stare. He's not quite all there anymore as he was before. He's just that almost husk-like stare. He kind of looks towards you. Just says, I think this is what we've been building up to. This is where we were going to end up anyways.
I
I think
summoned Dalgamane. Oh, was he gonna say
he
more?
was gonna say. He was gonna say. Oh fuck! You might have made me forget.
Oh shit.
He says, "I believe this was our fate." And you see him playing with his tarot cards, which, even though his hands are covered in this oil, the cards themselves don't seem to even be touched by this oil.
Hearing like these ominous warnings from Cal, Journey's gonna look at Galnor and say, I didn't mean to drag you into this fate and destiny stuff. I understand if you might want to call it quits here. It's been nice having you around while you were here, though.
She gives a smirk. Even though she does look a little traumatized herself, she forces kind of a smirk and just says, I don't think you could get rid of... Yeah, sorry, saying the wrong thing. You don't think you can get rid of me that easy, do you?
I wouldn't hope so.
I think I just fought a literal devil. I think I can take on anything.
Yeah, that's definitely the kind of energy I need in my life.
Earl's gonna turn towards the guards and go, so I can't get drunk or intoxicated. You guys got any way for me to just forget?
They look to
You
each
got
other
you
and
got
kind of
like
look to you and just kind of both shake their heads.
fucking hell. Alright, I'm gonna summon Dalgamane. I'm gonna ask Dalgamane, any clue as to what we just fought back there?
There's a long pause from Dalgamane before you hear him say, that entity was nothing of my kind. Though, I think it has ties to those creatures you fought a few days before.
Mm, interesting.
Out of
No
character,
soul then from it.
what creature we fought before? Out of character.
The worms
The-
and the
Yeah.
skeletal thing.
Oh, would Errol tell us any of this?
I think you would be able to hear him talk, right?
No, he's all in your head.
Oh.
And you asked him,
Um,
what did you get from the soul? Or did you get a soul? Is that what you asked
I'm
him?
asking him if the soul is the same as those.
You feel, the rest of you would be able to see it. The tattoo on your arm shudders at the thought of what you had pulled. And he says, it is of nothing I've ever felt before. And I do not know what to do with this energy.
Are you seeing Errol just kind of talking out to nothing? Are you talking to your special friend?
Yeah, he's telling me that the thing we just fought is similar soul-wise to the worm creatures.
Does
And
it?
Hmm?
Oh, please continue.
I was gonna say, and I think for the first time, correct me if I'm wrong, Delgamine, are you a little worried?
I think worried is an understatement.
He says worried is an understatement, Journey.
Jeez. Okay. Does your friend, this Galgamane, think that this entity has any connection to those we fought, or I guess we encountered back in the meat grinder, the Tabaxi, the Goliath Paladin we've been hearing rumbles of? This evil we've been fighting at every turn, it seems, trying to sabotage our efforts.
I'm gonna ask Delgamine that.
You once again you feel him shudder again. And he just says, the source of these creatures is something far worse than that tabaxi.
I
Oh,
don't think you're gonna like this answer, Journey.
I just realized the cave noises were still playing. We're not supposed to have those. Whoops.
That's just the oil dripping from us.
Yeah, that's just the oil dripping. I turned it off, but yeah, the oil's dripping off you still.
And what answer would that be, Earl?
He says it's far worse.
Or worse? Although I suppose he doesn't clarify whether or not they are associated in any way.
I, I, I wouldn't say yes, and I wouldn't say no.
Wonderful. Ambiguity. Well,
Exactly. Dalgamane, if you were to try to imbue me with these souls, what is the outcome?
I fear your soul, body, and mind would be lost to darkness.
don't do something that would destroy you in pursuit of power.
Even I can't control this energy.
Place the odds 1 to 10.
0.1.
Hmm, that truly is a dice roll.
Oh, headphone died. Can y'all hear me?
You got louder.
Uh-huh. Mic upgrade.
Yeah, you got louder. It's pretty funny.
Interesting. All right. We'll have to talk more later. All right. I just need to find a place to contemplate and sit. I don't know. Can't get drunk anymore.
Around this point, there looks to be someone dressed in a much finer kind of guard's uniform than the other two. Kind of tall female elf, kind of walking over. I'm trying to think of how to describe her. You know the cop from the second I think it was Escape to Madagascar. You know that cop lady?
The
Oh
third one.
god, yeah.
Not
the
quite
third
as
one.
thick, but like that kind of look. An elven woman.
Errol's gonna nudge. Let's try to subtly nudge Journey.
And he'll whisper, "Oh, she's all yours."
It's all yours.
Errol's gonna frantically try to wipe himself off.
She's gonna come over and just say, she's gonna talk to the two guards, and you'll hear her say, any news about the cart? And they both nod and kind of begin explaining what they saw. You guys hearing the same kind of tale that Reginald gave, who's actually still in the alleyway. He's just been sitting back there, kind of staring at his cart, thinking. And she turns to all of you and kind of looks at each of you one by one, and she says, "Are you the ones responsible for fixing this problem?"
Yes, the journal will say confidently, kind of like hooking an arm around, like hooking her elbow like around Gelnor's arm, even though she's so short compared to her. Like kind of like trying to put on like a face of confidence after this quite bewildering experience that had a bit of spicy trauma at the end that she is going to put on a brave face about and not talk to anyone about ever.
Would you mind elaborating
We
exactly what
never talk
happened?
about this again.
What'd you say?
She said, "Would you mind elaborating what
No,
happened here?"
not you.
I'm not saying it out of character just yet. I'm never talking about this again.
And she'll look down at Errol, at like kind of like, and ask him, "Could you produce the vials?"
Yeah, I'll give her a vial, and then using whatever sludge I still have on me, I'm gonna try to replicate on the ground whatever. Or actually, I'll ask her. Oh, do you have a piece of paper?
I do not, but
Well, at least I have labeled the entity that we encountered within the cart void, named after one of my friend's tarot cards that happened to come up while we were exploring inside. The cart was connected to the shopkeeper's personal pocket dimension.
yes, you're talking
The
about Reginald. I do know. Yes, go on.
Yes. He says that this trouble all began when he came into possession of a wooden ring with carvings upon it. He took it in his possession from somebody trying to dispose of the ring, caused them a great deal of misfortune before passing it on to Reginald.
Oh, I
Then,
do have paper.
I see.
within the pocket dimension, my friend here, gesturing to Leo, used true sight. He was able to see that there were multiple dimensions overlapping within this pocket dimension. That, well, it seems this entity was drowning them out. It's quite dangerous. The dimension that we encountered inside was massive. It's almost like being inside a living entity.
And you encountered something in this place?
Yes, I believe the whole pocket dimension was this creature, but it manifested itself with avatars. There was a primary avatar. Once we dealt enough punishment out to it, the entire realm destabilized and kicked us out here.
Hmm.
Errol would hand her a piece of he found paper in his one of the bag of holdings, hands her a piece of paper that he had sketched using the tar in his own blood, kind of just whatever this thing
Mixture
looked
of
like.
blood and tar.
Yeah.
Based upon my observations, it appeared to have been somewhat vulnerable to cold temperatures or extreme temperatures at all. We tried fire as well. I didn't notice quite as much fluctuation, but cold seemed to affect it more. When it was gravely injured, it drew some kind of smoke out from within us to heal itself, to reconstitute its form. It did not physically harm us, this process, but it was quite uncomfortable.
I see. I mean,
We
Hmm?
Oh, I'm sorry, officer, for interrupting you. I was going to note that upon defeating this creature and the deconstitution of the realm, a remnant was left behind beyond this sludge that now covers my colleagues and myself. A wooden ring, the ring I had previously described to you as being the cause of this whole mess. It was kicked out of this pocket dimension alongside us. You see that lizard folk over there crying in the street. He's using it somehow. We believe it's in connection to that floating island. It's part of his faith, we surmise. He is the one that led us here to handle the situation. He sensed it all the way from over on Springfield.
she gives a few nods, thinking it over. Usually we would take such an item, but considering these circumstances, it sounds like it may be best to leave it all with you. So, I'm sure all of you are probably looking forward to a place to rest and probably clean up. No?
That would be lovely if there's like a bathhouse or anything, because I don't know if normal soap and water is going to get this stuff off.
She nods and gestures to one of the officers, or one of the other, the guards, and just says, take them to our bathhouse. Make sure they are cleaned and taken care of. The guy kind of gives her a nod. She turns to all of you again and says, unfortunately, at the moment, we can't supply much. Even though we did
Whatever
not
you can.
fully understand this threat, but we may be, assuming you'll probably be traveling, could give you probably a cart and a horse.
Oh god, not another horse. Oh god. Errol's
Yes.
just gonna walk off.
Whatever creature this void entity is, we believe it's connected with several creatures that ambushed us on the way into the city. It eviscerated our horses. I'm not sure if we're planning to go horizontally where we go next. Should kind of point at the island. My friend here, he believes we must go there.
You do know what horizontally means, right?
Yes.
I feel like Leo
Yeah,
leans in and asks this question.
Yes, Leo. We must go vertically. Or I suppose it'd be diagonally. Okay.
I like that. I think I just like to picture Leo just kind of peeks into frame and asks this question.
That's been annoying me all session.
Yes, horizontal. She does like arm movements.
What?
Diagonal, vertical.
You, Leo's gonna point up and say, "That would be vertical, sir."
Yes,
Ma'am.
yes. And she's like actively, that is vertical. What I'm saying is,
Um,
I'm not sure how much a horse and cart would really help us, but we thank you for the offer.
He gives a nod, kind of almost a slight bit humored by this conversation, and just says, if there is anything that we can possibly give you, don't be afraid to ask.
something that can make me forget. I'm immune to poison, and it upsets me.
Oh, what you think suggestion would do that?
No.
Oh.
Give me a moment. I'm checking something.
Renee will ask, sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Shit. This again. Give me a moment. Captain Zira.
Zero. Lovely to make your acquaintance. My name is Journey. We're attempting to unravel this whole sword affair regarding Sarfstag for the king.
They have been a pain, haven't they?
Well, we've reason to believe that both Almoria and Sarfstag have been manipulated into this war by forces more great and terrible than either side can imagine. We've passed along what findings we've had so far onto the king.
Interesting.
We have reason to believe that whatever plot is at hand ultimately will come to a head up there, kind of like nodding at the floating mountain island thingy majig.
She gives a nod and just says, if that is the case, I pray to the gods that you succeed in whatever you're trying to do.
So do I. So do I.
Just a nod again, says, well, if you all wish to get cleaned, he will lead you to the bathhouse. I, for the time, need to speak with Reginald.
Thank you again, Captain.
Gives you another nod, moves past you all, and heads towards Reginald. Magnus kind of slowly rejoining your party, walking past her.
Who gets bathhouse privileges?
Hmm?
Um, Journey will kind of like mutter. Well, as Magnus walks past, well, I don't think he gets bathhouse privileges.
But as this happens, the guard kind of gesturing to all of you to follow. Andraka, you're close enough to actually hear all this. Are you just gonna stay there and pray?
How long would I have been there?
About 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay.
Errol's gonna go up to Androcus and just go, so what's that, what's the wood ring do? 'Cause the mask makes you turn into scary things. Does the ring allow you to summon the void?
It summons others.
Are they friendly or
Depends on who's wearing the ring.
Oh,
so yes, I hope.
well, Journey kind of walking over. Whatever it is, I hope it can help us in the coming days.
That's a long ass pause. And he's gonna look over at Journey and goes, that's a long pause. You saw this, right?
Yeah, I saw the long pause. Well, rather, I heard it or didn't hear it. There's nothing to hear. Anyway, I don't know what significance the island holds to you, Andraka, but Cal seems to think that's where we need to go now.
That is the plan. My plan.
Well, your plan just
Specifically,
turned into our plan.
plan that I have. Andraka's plan. Plan of Andraka.
The plan to get Andraka to the island.
Leo just starts dropping bars for some reason.
Leo
No,
spitting
I
facts.
was just doing the Cusco thing.
Poison for
Poison to
Cusco.
kill
Cusco's
Cusco.
poison.
Not poison.
Uh,
Journey.
someone want to carry me? Actually, no. I'll do this when we get to the bathhouse.
Journey's just kind of gonna look at Draka. You know, there's something friends say to other friends when they help them get a deadly void ring after almost drowning in a weird death oil lake.
Wanna fuck?
Just gonna, just gonna go and crouch down very low and just elbow Errol.
Why can I picture? Why can I picture?
Like a head tilt.
Why can I picture Andraka just going, "Want some fuck?"
The words. Thank you.
Job not
You said
done.
you elbow Errol.
Yeah.
He's just gonna go. Oh no, not my hole! God damn it!
Yeah. Kind of very precisely.
Your elbow passes through his chest. No, I'm just kidding.
Once we get
Whatever.
to this bathhouse, I'm sending myself to the astral plane.
Okay. You all arrive at this place. Kind of a nice stone building. And you are led it is the guards, kind of the guards headquarters, I guess, for the town. And are taken into a back chamber where there are multiple very large tubs that have very small, like, pre-set up like fires under them that can be lit. Does that make sense? Like stacks of wood to like actually be able to heat up these tubs. You know, the old style way of doing it. You literally cooked yourself alive.
Soup.
In there as well, there are multiple. And it's just kind of an open space. There is no privacy in here. There's like 10 of these tubs. By each of them has like a small kind of like movable table that has like various bars of soap and other essential things for cleaning yourself, including like different types of brushes depending on how much you need to scrub, including like wire brushes.
I was about to ask if there's like a steel wool brush.
Yeah,
or
there's
some
like steel wool brushes here. Because some races need the heavier brush to get
Yeah,
cleaner.
Journey's just gonna appraise the situation. Just kind of like see the lack of privacy. Just set down her stuff and just strip.
The guard just says, when you're all done, let me know.
Thank you.
And he gestures
Oh.
to a thing of towels that are in like a small kind of wardrobe. And as you kind of just immediately just start stripping, he just like he almost seems to like seem surprised. His face turns a little red, and he rushes out of the room.
I'm gonna sit in the water, in the armor. I'm gonna uncork the acrid. I'm gonna take a swig. And
I think
I'm
you
gonna
gotta
have
roll a
to
check
roll
for
my
that
saving
shit.
throw. Yep, I have to roll an intelligence saving throw.
Yep, roll your intelligence saving throw.
Do I still have? I do have a question. Do I still have the point of luck as well?
You do.
All right.
I will
So if
let you
this
keep
goes
that for
south.
now. Yes.
All right. All right. All right. All right.
Because technically it hasn't been an hour yet. You only had it for an hour, but
Oh, so I still have true sight?
you were knocked unconscious, so that was gone.
Oh.
All right. I got a 10 and then 17, so 17 with advantage. I'm gonna reroll, see if I get higher with the luck. I got a 19. I have no modifier, so that's straight 19.
Wow, that's a saucy roll for that. Okay.
I got 10, 17. We're going up from there.
With the acrid.
I just picked one. I can't remember. I think that's the one I could drink, right?
Acrid you could drink.
Or is it the
You
stim
said you
vial?
got it was what did you get?
I got a 19.
You
I think
just
I
hit
could
the
drink
mark
it.
that you needed. You begin tripping and getting visions for your eyes. Finding in this you it almost feels like this it almost feels like a lucid dream. Odd colors, weird shapes. You hear voices kind of speaking in various tongues within your head. Um, and after a bit of, enjoying yourself, you find yourself standing within what looks to be a temple. Something unfamiliar to you, a stone temple of sorts. Various carvings of things that you don't recognize. You can see the rest of your party is with you as well. And before you stands a familiar cloaked figure laughing as she stands upon what looks to be an altar of sorts.
Oh shit! I need to write this down. Alright, alright. I'm taking notes. Yeah.
And in a flash, you see her standing before you bloodied. You all looking in a very similar state. Before she lets out a cry of pain, and before you, as your vision kind of flashes, you don't get a distinct picture, but you see an eye flash before you 3 times, each in a different color.
An
Um,
eye flash
a
before us.
singular draconic eye flash before you each time.
What is draconic?
Like a
Is it
dragon's
like Comic
eye,
Sans? Oh,
like a draconic eye, like the actual physical eye. You see a what it almost feels familiar. This almost frosty blue eye, a almost a golden rimmed eye, and then a almost emerald green eye.
So frosty, gold, and emerald.
Yes.
All right.
And once that ends, this kind of vision ends, you almost get the sensation of falling and you try to use your wings but find that they don't seem to be working for you at the moment as you seem to fall and fall and fall in this almost white abyss. And you hear a voice say the words, "This is all going according to plan." And then
do
you
I want
sober
my
up.
pet?
Holy shit, he actually managed to get shit faced.
Yeah, you're all by this point probably standing around him because he's been like in this tub for like 30 minutes. Just like
Errol.
staring. Errol is like wide eyed, been staring at the ceiling for like 30, like an hour actually. Just staring at the ceiling.
When he wakes up, I'm gonna be like, "Yo, can I take a swig of that?"
Errol's just gonna snap out of it and just go, "What the fuck? That's
Hey,
not what happened
Errol.
last time."
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
You gonna share? Pointing at him.
It's like an empty
You're
vial
surrounded by
with like residue of the stuff on it.
you're
Oh,
surrounded
never
by a
mind.
bunch of naked people.
Hey, I
Uh,
didn't speak for yourself. I ain't gay.
so I had gotten these from the dealer, and I'm pretty sure he's looking at the residue, and he's like, "I'm pretty sure this is the one he gave me the first time." And it worked. I thought I was just gonna take it, you know, and really just really enjoy this bath. Um, that didn't happen.
It was the bath too cold.
No, so I had a vision. Um,
You see
we
Cal
were
from
in a
another tub that's like 20 feet from, or like 10 feet from you, kind of glance over, like eyebrow raised.
Vision
uh,
time.
would
He's always
Errol
really good or
Errol
really bad.
notice him
You would definitely
raise the
notice him.
eyebrow?
Yeah, you would definitely notice him
It's
do
gonna
this.
go, "Have you seen the stone temple as well?"
I can't say that I have, no.
We were in a stone temple, and there was a cloaked figure standing there in front of we were all there, and then she became bloodied, and we were also all bloodied, and then as she, I'm assuming was dying, she screamed, and there was three eyes that appeared. There was a frosty one, there was a gold rimmed one, and there was an emerald eye, and I was falling. This is a first for me. I could usually get out of this, but I couldn't fly. And before I wake up, there's just a voice saying, "This is all going to plan."
He almost
I
grows
don't know.
pale at those words.
It was just white, and then I'm here.
He kind of gives you a very, very slow nod before kind of turning back towards like his tub and kind of staring into the water. Eyes kind of darting back and forth a little bit as he's thinking very heavily. And then he mutters, just kind of says, I remember carving that into the boat when we were heading to Normandy. Whose plan? Whose plan could this be?
I don't think it was the woman's. I think she was a pawn. Her death seemed to trigger something.
It feels like we're all pawns here, and I don't know why. It's starting to bother me.
Who's the king and who's the queen?
Don't forget about the rook.
In the night.
And
Struck
Traka, you good over there with that saving throw?
the queen is the most powerful piece, but all is lost if the king is gone. I wonder if they're separate here.
Something tells me there are more than just pieces, but players as well.
Which side of the board are we on?
I do not know. But something tells me there are others that are in play that we don't know about.
Does Galnor still have any scarring visible from being impaled?
She has scars, but they're not. It's like no injuries anymore. Like they've healed. It's just now there's like the reminder that she has once been stabbed.
Does she have any hit points missing still?
No, she
I
is.
just
You could tell she is healed. You can tell
Okay.
looking at her too. Like she is covered in various scars. So like clearly this isn't her first fight. This is her first stab scar. The rest have been slash scars. But she is like her chest and back and arms and legs are just covered in these scars.
I'm assuming since I'm not full health, I can't take the armor off, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure I don't have any sludge underneath the
Your
armor.
water is also like a blood red.
Bernie's going to lean over Errol and kind of like press his face, kind of like in like a gentle, kind of like motherly way. And I'm going to cast third level Cure Wounds on him.
What is
So
your
he's
health points at now, Errol?
I
so
was
I,
at that's 23. Let me add healing 98. Would I be
Okay.
able to take the armor off?
As she does this, you actually feel the kind of needle-like points retract and disappear.
All right, I'm gonna take the armor off and actually clean myself. But first, I'm checking out to see if I'm holy.
You have there is a red circle from where you had been stabbed, but it's not like deep anymore. It's like kind of surface level.
Like Journey would kind of help clean you if you would let her. Kind of like given like your vulnerable state.
Oh god, I'm just
Arrow's
picturing
just gonna look at her like a little crackhead, and then just dive into the water.
the blood red water.
Do you know how like when cats are about to do something stupid, their eyes dilate?
Yes, that's what I'm picturing
Yeah.
with you. Is your eyes dilate and you
It's
just
just
dive
their
in.
eyes dilate.
I feel like Journey would just kind of like put her hand in there and kind of fish him out, but almost like the scruff of his neck, like a cat.
All right.
And just kind of start scrubbing these unattended wounds.
It's just, I was gonna look it up and go, I might be small, but you know I'm an adult, right?
Quiet.
Quiet. She's taking authority.
Arrow's gonna sit there and take it.
Galnora
I
chuckles
picture
at
you're
this.
I picture you're like sitting there with your arms crossed and like pouting while you're being scrubbed.
As long as we're together, we're going to be just fine. I think it's.
I
We're gonna
mean,
be
we're gonna
okay.
be together until the end, according to the vision, but I don't know what happens after that.
We'll survive to see the others. I know it. The vision from before we met you. Yes, I take great importance. I trust in visions. We will survive this. We will meet our other half, and whatever's pulling these strings will be stopped. I believe that with all my heart. I have to.
You hear Cal kind of muttering from his tub again as he's still just kind of staring down, just kind of says, all secrets have to come to light at some point.
I think it would have been funnier if he was muttering in annoyance that he's never seen a stone chapel in his visions.
He is traumatized. He doesn't have time for jokes right now.
Journey kind of like not even looking over. Like, what kind of secrets would those be? Cal.
Mainly, who is playing us all for fools?
Oh yes, the big secret.
And then why the stone temple? Why the eyes? Why the tabaxi? Why us?
If not us, then who?
I think a better question is why not us?
It's basically what I just said, but okay. You do
Why?
you. I will see Trinket again. I know this. If not on the island, then after.
Was Trinket in the vision?
You did not see her in
Second,
the vision.
I
But
couldn't see her in the vision.
you couldn't see her. You could see mainly you guys. You didn't see Galnora. You didn't see Cal. You did see there were other figures, but you did not recognize. You could not see who they were. You could only see
yeah.
you, Leo, and Draka, and Magnus
And Journey.
and Journey.
No,
If
Journey
you
wasn't
if you mentioned Trinket not being there,
Yeah, no, Errol's not gonna say anything.
well, out of character, she says that because of the second vision she received in the campaign, which is before Errol showed up, had her and another character named Jabbers in it there.
That was a long time ago.
But I remember.
Yes, you do. So as you all bathe, preparing for a long rest, I think we're going to end the session there. But before we speak more, I would like to end this stream. If you guys enjoyed, follow us on Twitter, join the Discord, or follow us on Twitch for updates when we're going live. I forgot to send the Twitter post out today. It was a very busy day. The other two are more reliable. If you want to catch up on previous episodes, go check out the YouTube page of ours. We have our playlist nicely curated just for your listening entertainment from listening to beginning to end, or beginning to wherever we currently are, as well as previous and other campaigns. And as always, we hope to see you all in the next one. Peace.